to Mr. and Mrs. North America and all the ships at sea around the world. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
South America, too.
No.
Yes.
Nobody in South America is allowed to listen. If you're listening in South America, you're illegal right now.
That makes it all the tastier.
Look at him. Look at him. Don't say that.
Well, no,
oh, my God.
No, I was actually entertaining the thought of a amusing line about that.
A coup?
Then I realized I better not. We have South America news coming up this morning. In fact, it's my favorite story of the morning. It's going to lead to a great song from Pat Godwin.
I thought your favorite story of the morning was David Rush.
Oh, that's a good one. We've got a good David Rush world record. Very excited about that.
Stu.
And many other fun
We've got
things.
great letters, too, this morning.
Yeah, I want to send that one out. That's in honor of Tim Wilson, who left us 11 years ago today.
Yep.
Great tune from Tim about the jetpack. And in a way, we have the jetpack now. You ever seen the water jetpacks?
I don't count those.
Yeah.
I don't count those.
No?
No. The first Super Bowl, a guy on a jetpack. Remember this, Tom?
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing him?
Absolutely.
These damn kids don't remember that.
And there's, well, of course, we were talking about James Bond yesterday. James Bond in the news because I guess Amazon and MGM are taking over the James Bond franchise.
And my favorite story about James Bond in a jetpack is he thought he looked stupid in the jetpack helmet that they made him wear. So he refused to wear it. The stunt guy wore it most of the time. I guess he wore it for like 30 seconds so they could get a real quick picture of him in it.
And that is super fake, where you can tell they're on a set. But they really did have a functioning jetpack even back then. But it really hasn't taken off.
He's a good-looking man, but he did look stupid in a jetpack helmet, I got to tell you.
Yeah, well,
he was right on.
He looked much better in a tuxedo.
Certainly.
Oh, I like the
smoking.
I like the Bond film where he came out of the water in a wetsuit, took it off, and there was a perfectly pressed tuxedo on him. That was just classic. The larger point here is Josh is on phase 2 of the Josh Arnold Winters beard removal.
Amazing.
And do you want to take it from, you can see him better than I can. What exactly is happening today?
He had a full bushy beard, and last week he made the announcement that he was going to shave it clean and start all over, as he does every year at this time.
Yeah.
Correct? Mm-hmm. So it's a process, though. And his first iteration, if you will, was a Civil War look. No chin hair, just on the chin part, but then big sideburns and hooked to a mustache.
Yes.
Well, now he's made his mustache, I guess, a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, a handlebar mustache. Fu Manchu is what it's often called.
You know what Confucius say?
What?
Most men smoke, but Fu Manchu.
I love that joke. Is that still okay? I think so.
And actually, do we have the Al Hrabowski picture?
No, today this is a bushy sideburns and a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, so you'd kind of wanted to see the Neil Young pork chops, you had said.
Yeah.
Something, and so I kind of did that.
They're very nice.
Separated the mustache from
you
them.
trimmed a little in the pork chop area.
I did, and then I trimmed it up.
Looks good.
So that it's more along the neckline.
Yeah,
Right.
but the mustache is distinct. It is separated by a little bit of flesh from the sideburn.
That took some accurate shaving.
Yeah. Too much. Too much. Like halfway through, I went, "Oh, yeah, this is."
That's why I get concerned when I see the pencil thin mustache, because someone spent a great deal of time on the mirror thinking that looks good.
I suggested yesterday he should shave lightning bolts into his sideburns.
I attempted.
Yeah, just too.
And it didn't read, if you will. It didn't.
Now, here we go. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I saw that Josh shaved his face and gave himself mutton chops. I wanted to say I rock the mutton chops as well.
Nice.
This is from another Josh. He goes, it's an underrated look. It needs to make a comeback. Then it's stay classy, Josh.
Yeah.
It is
pretty underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough to follow. This pales in comparison to yesterday, I think. But
that looks more. That looks more normal.
Normal. Yeah.
Oh, I think it looks worse.
Oh,
really?
no.
Yeah.
No. Yesterday was worse.
Interesting.
No, I did like yesterday's better.
Yeah, I did too.
But oddly enough, since I know you don't believe, I really did. Do you remember pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Al Hrabosky?
The Mad Hungarian, yes.
The Mad Hungarian. Well, someone suggested that you do his facial hairstyle, and that's kind of what you've got going.
I love that. Yeah, but that's a little more, that hangs down past the chin.
He has where the mustache actually hangs a couple inches below his chin. Yeah. It's a huge
it's too late for me to do that this year, but that's absolutely in the running for next year.
Looks like he has headphones on his face.
Yeah, headphones over his lip.
Look at his glorious head of hair.
That's gorgeous head of hair.
That is so 80s.
Yeah. Good-looking man.
That bushy...
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
He's smoldering, isn't he?
Blown dry look.
What?
Yeah. The layered blown dry.
Here we go. This is from Michael. Hello, Tom and fellow influencers.
Yes.
I was watching a random movie on Amazon called Conduct Unbecoming. 16 minutes into it, I see Josh's mutton chop beard on one of the 19th century British soldiers.
Nice.
So also, he says, this may interest Tom, in the movie The Bride Wore Black, at 1 hour and 24 minutes, there's the appearance of a so-called falsies carpet. A carpet made of 8,000 pairs of discarded women's falsies.
Weird.
I just love the word falsies.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, we discovered a pair of falsies in a friend of mine's mom's drawer.
We discovered
and
a
how
pair
old,
of
I imagine.
falsies.
Oh, we could barely stand it.
Yeah.
So, we're holding them up against our shirts and parading around. Oh, God, it was great. I can even remember the guy. I can't say his name.
Hey, Josh. Tom and one of his friends
They were
wearing falsies.
And this is a nice break from what he and his brothers used to do.
And, at least you're clothed.
Yeah.
You were totally naked with his brother.
Unrelated.
Jess, you know this story?
I do. I don't want to relive it.
Jess, are you familiar with the term falsies? Is that still a thing?
No, and I
think it is.
I want to ask. Well, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
falsies are. Well, go ahead, tell her.
It's a section that looks like a chicken cutlet, but it's some sort
I've
of.
had those.
Some sort of suction is at work, and you put it over your boobs to make them look bigger. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they were in those days the famous torpedo.
Oh, okay, that was the shape.
They were foam.
Very pointy.
They were foam.
Yeah.
Now they're they really are. They do look
they
like
can
a
stick to
chicken
you,
cutlet.
yeah.
They suction too.
Bras that was the shape of the bra back then. Very pointy.
But I just always thought the word falsies was great.
That
And
is
then, of course, years later, the great Woody Allen had the joke. That was breastfed on falsies. Elegant, really. I'm sure he tells it better. Well, thank you very much, Michael, for sending us that note. We certainly appreciate it.
I'm not allowed to laugh at Woody Allen.
We okay. Is he still canceled, or can we get that undone?
In the middle there.
We have more letters of interest. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. Real quick thing. I believe today is the last day of our pop-up store. Am I getting this right?
It is, yes.
And available on the pop-up store right now, it's we have a handful of the... God, don't do that. We have a handful of the shirts from Iowa that are a benefit project for the Stead Family Children's Hospital, and sold a bunch of them. We don't have a number yet, but we sold a bunch of them at our show over the weekend. So hope to write a nice check to the Stead Family Children's Hospital. Thanks to all of you out there. A couple of other Bob and Tom shirts available, including this cool hoodie.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat? So once again, that's the store is found at bobandtom.com.
Did you used to call your the kids, the guys, the young toughs who would stand on the corner and up to no good? Would you call them hoods when you were in high school?
Yeah, we had there to a degree. Also, there were greasers.
They were you were alive when you used greasers.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Greasers, and they wore leather.
Yeah. We call them hoods. Look at those hoods over there.
Yeah,
a bunch of hoods.
Yeah. So it's interesting how fashions change and styles change.
Easy.
And grease comes and goes. But
Easy.
as we all know, that grease is the word.
Indeed.
Sure is.
And it's one of my favorite Pat knockoffs, by the way. Sorry, that Grease tribute that you do.
Oh, yeah, the Grease Lightning.
I love that.
We'll come back with that.
Okay. We do have some interest. We have some kind of interesting Philadelphia Eagles sporting news today.
If you say so.
I think it's fascinating.
I know you do.
Well, I mean,
They've been talking about it all season. And today you're aware of it. So
No, it's
here we
because
go.
it's in the news. It's in the sporting news. It's the headline in the sports page this morning. Exclusive, giant headline. But right now I want to tell you about Chick McGee discovering something for this show.
That's right. It's Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. Protect your home before it's too late with Simply Safe's proactive security system for your compound. We trust Simply Safe and use it here at the Bob and Tom Studios. Traditional security systems take action after someone has already broken in, and that's too late. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection. It helps prevent break-ins before they happen. They have AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents to monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. If someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously, Simply Safe agents can see and talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, and even contact the police for stopping the thing before it even gets started. And monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. And a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Named Best Home Security System by U.S. News & World Report 5 years in a row. Visit simplysafetom.com to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Very good. Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Real quick, Willie G and Tommy Brennan will be our guests later this week. Tonight they're at Zany's in Nashville. That'll be cool. Also coming up, a brand new feature I just invented.
All right.
It's going to be the micro request. That's right. I can tell you're all very...
Really small person? Or
a
short song?
A short segment of a song.
All right.
Due to...
That's specific.
Perhaps certain FCC regulation. We'll see. But these, of course, are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
619 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Jess.
Q95, Fox 59 weather forecast. Scattered showers today. The high is 57. The low tonight is 34. And as I was driving in this morning, it felt like it was about 35. Oh, 32. I was so close.
Very close.
Very close.
Thank you very much. So it's going to be kind of muddy. I'm sure glad I don't have white dogs. Wait a minute. Coming up, we're going to get a visit from the great Edwin McCain. Looking forward to Edwin stopping by. Also, I'll remind you, we got some tickets coming up. Monster Energy Supercross just around the corner. Details on that. Lots of great shows on the way, including comedian Jim Jeffries, the Doobie Brothers, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey, Chickster.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello out there.
Yet another new facial hairstyle. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Adventures with my dogs whenever you'd like. Coming right up.
And coming up, Edwin McCain, recording artist. Wonderful guy. I'm looking forward to seeing Edwin.
Eddie Mix.
Josh, are you sending pictures of this transformation of your beard to your mom?
I have not sent any to my mom. She's on a cruise right now. So when she gets back, I will absolutely do that.
Do we know where she is in the world? Or?
You know, I don't.
What cruise line?
I forget.
You and your mom are really close.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Not the one that went down yesterday, right?
If no one's told you this today,
I'm joking.
Josh, you're a good son, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks. I don't know that she knew when she told me.
That leads to a letter.
Okay.
Dear Bob and Tom Show.
Letters. Okay, go ahead.
I've been watching the show Severance. I'm not familiar with the show.
I watch it.
neither.
It's getting to the point where it's kind of like taking a college course. It's I'm listening to the podcast. I'm doing everything I can to understand.
Okay.
What's the premise?
When you're at work, that's the only reality you're aware of because something they planted in your brain.
Oh,
when you're
God.
away from work, that's the only reality because they're completely severed. Severance.
That
So
sounds
you're-
wonderful.
Yeah, you're above. You'd think.
Oh.
Your life at home, and you can't recall any of your work memories, and vice versa.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It's a great plot, but
Yeah, it's a great premise. Okay, sorry.
why did he ask?
Is the guy from Parks and Rec in that?
Yeah, Adam Scott.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's not my thing, sci-fi. He goes, I've been watching the show Severance.
Oh, it's more about sci-fi.
In one episode, a gentleman was pushing a cart down a hall whistling a tune. Had I not been a daily listener of the Bob and Tom Show,
He sure was.
I would not have recognized the tune.
Keep an eye on Pat. I got you, buddy.
I know Tom is a huge fan of Gordon Lightfoot. I quickly picked up the melody. It was The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Sure was.
No.
Isn't that nice to know?
It is nice to know.
It's one of the great songs of all time.
Don't you have
It's a long
No.
song.
We don't have to do your tribute right now.
Or ever again.
Josh brought up the fact that his mom is on a cruise ship,
cruise.
lost at sea.
Trust the universe, Pat. It's all pointing toward the Gordon Lightfoot tribute.
Oh, I lost my capo today. How could I ever play it?
Well, playing another key.
Right now, we have a new thing, the Bob and Tom Show micro request.
We're doing it right now?
Yeah. It doesn't take but a second. Again, it's a new feature I just invented.
Micro request.
This comes to us from Jeff. This is in honor of his dad. His dad loved this. He wanted to hear it today. So, Jeff, this goes out to you.
What happened to his dad?
And
We're honoring him. That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. Okay.
He passed away?
Didn't I clearly? It
was clear to me.
Wouldn't a monkey have realized? Just shut up and let this go. Yes, I'm sorry, Jeff. Sorry about the loss of your father. Chick is holding a banana. Jeff, my most sincere apologies. Obviously, if your father loved this song, he was obviously a great guy and had a good sense of humor.
What a horrible way to die.
do you mean it was a horrible way to die?
I'm just guessing.
You're just guessing.
As my dad would say, there are no good ways to die if you think about it.
There are a lot of bad ones.
Oh, yeah. Real bad.
Yeah.
Was this one of those?
No, I have no idea. it's not only is the request micro, so is the letter.
Okay. What does he want to hear? Will you get to it?
This is Jeff in California. That may take me off the hook for any other Jeffs listening with the deceased father. You once again have my apologies.
Right.
Wanted to hear this. He goes, I'm aware that you guys aren't allowed to play this anymore.
Oh.
However, I'm going to play just an excerpt. And you can do the you can project on more of it. This goes out to Jeff's dad. Here we go.
Prison bitch. Prison bitch. I guess that you were sent from up above. Yeah. Prison bitch. Prison bitch. And now you are my prisoner.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that people think it's called Prison Bitch. No, the title of the song is actually Prisoner of Love. Sure. It's like one of those tricky Led Zeppelin titles.
Okay.
I didn't know that one was non-playable.
I was
There's a
unaware.
couple. There's 2 parts.
Oh, play those.
Lighten up out there.
It's an actual classic.
It is.
Yeah, we send that out to everybody doing time right now.
I'd like to hear the real story behind this.
Well, you can read the letter. We now turn to Chick McGee. I assume you have some letters over there. That's the thrust of this portion.
Hello, Morning Mayhem crew. This is from Amy. What you gonna do? You know that? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer.
You guys
Yeah, pick a key,
yeah,
fellas.
no kidding.
Amy.
Boy, we were having fun, but
Yeah, somebody.
Grouch and Grouchette.
No, I mean, if you're gonna...
Yeah, if you're gonna sing, you should be in the right key and bring some horns in.
It didn't sound weird to me. Was I the one off key, though?
No, I think.
No. It's just that you guys were fine, except Pat was playing in a different key than you
I
guys.
was ignoring him altogether.
And he wasn't plugged in.
Shut up, Paige.
Give him the right key, Pat.
I think that you belong to me.
The Dickey Brothers sing.
Everything and putting your hand on my
Wait a minute.
now rise it up and down
This is not about a handy at a drive-in.
till I get it in your
All right.
Don't blame me.
Oh, don't blame me. Yeah, I like that.
That's a good
What did you knock? You knock her up? What happened?
This is from Amy. I know, I got in her hair.
Pure Prairie League, ladies and gentlemen.
You all
great.
need to embrace Josh's look. It's a brave power move to get creative with his facial hair. I personally love it. I really love it, Josh. It makes me smile down there.
It doesn't say that.
No, I added that.
I like the addition.
Keep being you, buddy. That's Amy somewhere in Wisco.
Well, thank you.
Could be worse. Could make her burp down there. That'd be
That's a trick.
rather unpleasant. Oh, it's a trick that can be done.
I believe that's Queef. Good morning.
One of my favorite artists, Queef Latifah. She doesn't sing. It's kind of a ventriloquist thing.
It's quite a show.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like with yesterday's show and what were we talking about off the air that included you? We can't say it, actually. And now the Queef mentioned.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Jess is now officially a part of the family, I think.
Yeah.
She's way in. There's no getting back out now.
Look, it's just Wednesday. She's all worn down.
I am. I know. Wednesday is my day where
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm really
hate all
over
of us.
you.
Get a job
Yeah.
working construction.
I think Kostaki put it best when he spent a week with us.
Oh.
You guys do this every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wore him. He was out of ammo after the first 2 hours.
Yeah, it was amazing. Good morning, my favorite radio people, and Tom.
Don't you listen to that, Tom?
Witty.
Can you please play the bit where Chick and Josh and Pat make fun of Bob Welch? It makes me laugh so hard.
I don't know why you guys attacked him.
That's right.
Bob Welch was, I'll explain this to you. He was in Fleetwood Mac just before the huge hits.
Okay.
Fleetwood Mac was a very well-established band.
But
They had
then
a
he-
history of great guitarists. Bob Welch did some wonderful songs with Fleetwood Mac.
Welch, not
I
Welsh.
said Welch.
Oh, you said Welsh.
In any event,
And he left.
yeah, he left the band, and that's when Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks came in, and the next thing you know, they've got the biggest selling album in history. But
Right.
he was also super talented, and then had a very sad end.
And he had a decent solo career.
Yeah, he did.
He had a couple of solo hits.
Do
Okay.
you remember this? This is called Ebony Eyes. Have you seen that girl in the corner? Take her out of her chase.
With you, baby.
And every now and then, when we play Bob Welch, all the Welch kids and his wife hear us.
I don't know why this is so disrespectful. What? Am I missing something?
He sings kind of funny. Well, then you close tonight.
Mom, they're talking about Dad again on the radio.
Oh, God. That's my favorite line.
Woohoo! See, the kids talking.
What am I saying about your father? Well, they're playing a song.
Oh, God. Tremendously talented.
What are you worried about? That Bob Welch will hear this and come
Oh, he's deceased. I'm not worried.
trucking in here?
What was his sad ending?
No, you don't want to know.
Okay.
Just leave it.
Sentimental lady was a
Just leave it right
there.
then.
Did it have anything
My-
to do with that guy's dad? That
Jeff in California?
Yeah.
No, stop. God, that isn't my favorite Bob Welch song, though.
You are here and warm,
That's right.
but I can look away and you be good.
Poof, you'd be gone.
Boy, that's a rough one.
That is a rough one.
Sentimental, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, it really does.
Ace, what's the one about the UFOs? What's that called?
Hypnotized?
That's not him singing, though. I don't think, is it?
Yeah.
What's the one?
It's
Hypnotized.
about UFOs.
It's
You
hypnotized.
know, there's
I
a
think it's hypnotized.
Am I invisible?
we all are.
We all said hypnotized 5 minutes ago, and you keep looking for the answer.
No, I understand that it's hypnotized.
What's the one where he says glass?
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
hypnotized.
Yeah.
Get that one out.
It's got the most self-indulgent drum beat you'll ever hear. You'd never realize that Mick Fleetwood's name is first in the group.
That's a great drum beat. What
Him
the hell's
playing
wrong?
the
What is
drum.
wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh God!
Are we in trouble? Yeah.
Great drum beat.
It's me, just me, man.
It's a
And my-
cocaine drum beat.
And my symbol.
First it'll be all me.
Yeah, a lot
And
of
continue
me.
with me.
Boring, boring.
I think more me. Yeah,
Should
perfect.
we come in now? No more
No,
me.
no, no.
Still me. Still me.
A cool, wait, a cool guitar chords.
Yeah,
Oh, shut that up. They can't hear me.
Turn the guitar down.
Nice bass
Hear
line.
me.
I like this.
Turn the bass down.
Now I want you. Would you shut up long enough so we can hear this
right.
vocal? And
That was him.
He doesn't sing like this.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
See the. Oh God, it is him.
See, it's the same kind of story that comes from long ago, and it's about this glass pond that no man could have made. Oh, it's great. Let me get to the hook. This is a great
Let
song.
me get to the hook, he said after interrupting himself.
I'm trying to explain to.
Let me get to
I'm
the-
trying to explain to the lady how this song works.
It seemed like. Oh, come on. By the window.
See, they're having coffee. Something flies by the
They
window.
see a UFO.
I just probably got that from the lyrics that said exactly what you're saying.
But no, see, I think he's really saying they're smoking the reefer. Do you smoke? Do you like to smoke the weed?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's
have
not
you
for
ever
me.
had any of
It's
that?
Oh, I've had it.
illegal.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, do you like the so-called joint or do you like the bong?
I've done both. I don't do it enough to have a preference.
What about the edibles?
I guess.
I recently learned something.
She is quite. She's our amazing chef. She
I've made it
makes-
for other people for sure. Yeah.
makes butter out of.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
It's really.
I just learned, by the way, to get off topic briefly. Apparently, technically, reefer is a reference to a single marijuana cigarette
Oh, okay.
that I'd been
Dom,
incorrectly using.
please don't take this as an insult, but I don't think anyone living on Earth looks to you to explain terms or anything hip.
I'm like the hip
At all.
dictionary.
No,
Okay, here we go.
you're
Let's get
not.
back. Here comes the hook, by the way.
They can still hear my drums, right? Okay.
Some flew by the window. Remember that part? Isn't that great?
I don't know if I like the talking over the singing.
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Yeah, right.
Oh, come on. It's a great song.
I don't
No, I kind of like the song. I do,
Multiple
but-
guitars, cool sound,
Right,
great
but that
vocal.
talking over the singing,
Where'd the
it sounds like a mistake.
I always love your, when we get into these conversations, his ultimate argument is always, oh, come on. Come on.
Where's the glass part? I don't. Is that
Later on, there's a
That's
pond.
glass.
There's a perfectly round pond with the bottom made of glass. That,
Oh.
what is
Let me, maybe this is.
There you go.
There it is.
Lads, we're like
wild.
Wait a minute. You just missed the second part. The sides were like glass in the thick of a forest.
I wonder where they were. There was the.
You dick. You just ruined it again.
Hang on, we'll try it again.
Now, don't just shut up during that part. You can talk with the first part.
Right, right. Everybody just shut up, okay?
There's no road to the pond, right?
According to Bob Welch. Yes.
So there's in the middle of the woods, there's this perfectly round pond with a glass bottom. And there's no road there. How did that get there?
Oh, here's the.
Well, it got there because the UFO landed
This
there.
is the album cut. Do you know there was an import of that?
No.
Totally different lyrics. Yeah. Oh, it's Skinnered. Oh, that joke's run its course. Hang on. It's always sad to say goodbye to a running joke.
It really is.
We can bring it back. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
We all said it.
look at here.
Which is the one he whistles?
That's Molly Hatchet. I think. Molly Hatchet whistles.
Oh, okay, I like that very much. In any event, I'm not sure why we're talking about that, but that was
Bob Welch's birthday?
That was a request.
Oh.
Real quick, one of my favorite emails in this tone. I like these. This is from Kevin. I'm 60 years old. When I was younger, we bought weed from a guy that had a pet albino skunk.
How about that?
All right.
That's
He
the
was all
email.
stripe.
Yeah. Totally white. Yeah. And pink eyes. That's weird. Ooh.
That's not, probably a lot of marijuana dealers, I think, had exotic pets. Isn't that kind of standard?
Didn't we have one day where everybody sent us an email checking in what they were doing?
We did.
Hey, I'm over here at the convenience store picking up some soda.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
What a surprise.
Good morning.
Just wash my hands.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear what your drug dealer has as an exotic pet.
Well, you know what you need to hear is March Madness has begun.
That's right.
Well, it will any minute now.
What is
you
today?
know?
Two more days?
Saturday is March, Tom.
That's right.
The second half of the basketball season is here in the NBA, and March Madness is right around the corner. The best place to cash in on your favorite sports, PrizePicks. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, PrizePicks makes daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. The app, really simple to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection. You could win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in as the league's best fight for playoff position. Join PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states and California and Texas. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use the code TOM and get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM, PrizePicks, to get $50 in bonus promotional funds instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in bonus credit just for playing. PrizePicks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much. That's Jess Hooker over there, sitting in for Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. We'll hear from her soon, and we're going to hear from Mr. Godwin. It's my understanding you have a tribute to Josh's new hairstyle. I'm very excited about that. We'll look forward to that. We, of course, are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
What do you want to hear?
Well, I was thinking
what song is it you want to hear?
I was thinking since it's summertime.
Yes.
And everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball. Do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church League softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church League softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church League softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church League softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass. Ooh, yeah!
Thank you. Tim Wilson. I haven't seen you much the last few years because you are like me and you have some young children. My youngest right now is 1.5, and I've got a 4.5. What are yours?
The wife and I were about 18 months into a pregnancy scare. And it's
boy or girl scare?
This is a girl scare. It's getting downright horrifying. I got to be honest with you.
She's not even 1 yet?
She's going to be 1 next week, and I got a boy that's going to be a 3-year-old.
Perfect. Greatest age of all time. It's like having a talking dog.
Yeah, but if a dog didn't do anything you said. Just get off the chair! Can't you see I'm bigger than you? Can't you see that?
Brilliant.
Look, here's the deal. This is 2 kids now, and anybody out there listening, if you don't have kids, way to go. Keep doing that. We're all very proud of you for not having kids. But do this for the rest of us with kids. Would you quit judging people's parenting? That would be. Now I realize I'm hypocritical in this. I realize that I came in for years and I talked about people's terrible parenting. I remember the jokes. I know the things that I said. I know that I talked about the child leash, and I can't believe they have a child leash. And, when I go home, what is there, a stake in the middle of the yard with a chain attached to it so that during the day the kid could run and dig?
Now you want one.
I want my kid trussed up like Hannibal Lecter. I want just something over his face that he has to bite through to get out. And he would bite through it. But I understand I'm hypocritical. I understand that when my kid throws a temper tantrum at the store, it's because he missed a nap. When your kid does it, it's because you're a terrible parent. It's because you don't feed him the right foods, you're neglectful, you're probably just a bad person in general.
Correct.
I understand all that.
Right.
But I'll take it from those that have kids. But if you don't, every time there's a news story about terrible parenting. My single idiot friends, they go, oh, my mom never would let that happen. She knew we were 100%. That woman in Cincinnati last year that dropped her kid in the monkey cage, and they had to shoot poor Harambe. Let me tell you something. I got a toddler. He's been in like 4 gorilla enclosures. Sure. It's got to be half a dozen cockfights. I saw my kid in an ISIS propaganda video, man. You can't watch them all the time. There I am, scrolling through the internet. He's running through tires. He's got a rifle above his head, yelling about jihad. We're not even that far in the alphabet yet. You can't watch them all the time. Oh, my mom knew we were 100% of the time. Your mom didn't know where you were most of the time. I have 2 kids. I have no idea where either of them are right now. I imagine still in the car. It's been a couple hours. You can't watch them all the time.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
This afternoon, they're touring with the Coral Reefer Band. They'll be at the Ruoff. Details coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I think we have a song scheduled for this break, I believe, if I look at the run sheet. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Good. Let's see. How's it going? I'm getting organized over here. You threw me when you said a run sheet.
Run sheet?
Is there a run sheet?
Yeah, I get one.
Okay. I wish I'd known that. Coming up.
So anyway, yesterday the thaw has begun. Check local listings, and it's really muddy out back at the compound. And my baby Australian Shepherd got in the mud yesterday.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
And I had to rinse her off, Tom.
I bet she had a time, though.
It's quite the process.
Oh, trust me.
That's right. I remember now talking with Tom as a competition. That's right. So did you have to rinse off your dogs yesterday too, Tom?
Well, I have a new puppy, and I had to rinse off mine, too.
Did you rinse off your puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard about it.
What kind of puppy is it?
It's a Cavachon.
Cavachon.
Designer dog.
That sounds like a peanut.
$18,000.
Yeah, Cavachon does sound like a fine wine or something pretentious.
Cavachon.
It's Jimmy's dog, yeah.
My puppy dog,
What's your dog's name?
Brody.
What is it?
Brody.
Brody, okay.
Mine's Joey.
Oh, that's a great name.
Josephine.
Mine is Dungy, named after the great NFL coach, the great Tony Dungy. And people that aren't familiar with him get really upset.
Why?
Yeah. What the hell kind of name is that?
You didn't name him Ditka, did you? No, oh, God.
See, now there's
that would tell me they would know who it was.
I don't think Josh would name a dog Ditka or a cat. But
did you put your dog in the bathtub?
She loves the water, and she will hop in the tub and just sit there until I come and rinse her off.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Sweet.
She's the best.
Oh.
And then the Golden wants to get in the tub.
Ooh, now we got a problem.
It was a big party, Tom. It was a big wet
Did you
mess.
get in the tub?
And then I took off all my
All right, okay.
and got in the tub.
Oh, look, the run sheet says we're doing a song.
And then peanut butter was everywhere.
All right, okay. Now, we need to explain once again. Josh Arnold is shedding his winter's beard, as he calls it.
Orgasm.
And he's I didn't hear that. He is doing it in stages. Stage one was just shaving the chin part. Mm-hmm. So you had a big mustache hooking up to the big sideburns. Now it's just a Fu Manchu mustache that is separated from bushy sideburns.
Most men smoke, but Fu Manchu.
That's right. But that's a kind of a serious looking stash.
It is
I'm looking forward to seeing how my face will be with just the stash.
And now, Jess Hooker, speaking for all women, do you, if you were to see Josh and not know him, say in a convenience store, would you run the other way? Would you feel?
Would you be glad if he came over and asked you to dance? Let's say.
Yeah, because I'd be like, "You're a funny guy."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good time right there. That face.
That is a good time.
a good time. That is. Yeah, that is.
That's a fun-loving guy.
This is a guy that's not taking himself too seriously.
Have you ever looked at any guy and said, "Hey, your face looks like a good time"? Have you ever said that?
No.
No. Yeah, probably not.
So you would say that this guy's obviously spent a great deal of time sculpting this hair in his face. I don't have a problem with that.
It doesn't look like and this is not.
No, I know exactly what, and I agree with you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he spent a lot of time.
Right, it does.
It looks like he took a trimmer and went on both sides of his mustache.
Right,
and trimmed his neck.
But there was actually like more balancing and
I'm
stuff
sure
than
there was,
I thought there would be. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this all the time.
Is it uneven? You know how they say
it is slightly uneven.
Yeah,
yeah.
that people have their hair grows faster on one side.
And I
than the
realized
other.
one side of my face grows grayer than the other side.
Oh, really?
And I don't know why or how,
It's
but
a vitamin off balance.
it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look into it.
Well, you know, Tom, you'll find this interesting, I hope, he said, crossing his fingers, that women have trouble trimming their eyebrows. And
oh yeah, if you don't have them professionally done,
the big quote for women is
your eyebrows are sisters; they're not twins, so they don't have to be perfect.
Fascinating.
Where's that written in stone?
The Nordstrom's makeup counter.
I think they have it on a T-shirt at Sephora. Yeah.
Your eyebrows are not twins; they're sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so they should be.
They don't have to be
different.
exactly the same.
And I would think that would be true of the female breasts as well.
I think that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Your boobs are not twins; they're sisters.
They're rarely even, right?
Yeah, usually you have one that's bigger than the other.
Oh, I know mine is. Yeah.
Are your nuts that way?
They can be.
My nuts are the same.
One can sometimes hang lower than the other.
I don't know. I'll call Pat's girlfriend.
You know what? I wasn't going to.
I'll call Pat's girlfriend and ask her if one is bigger than the other.
Oh, you slipped that right in. I wasn't going to ask you if you have one boob bigger than the other, but you asked about our nuts first, so go ahead.
What? Yeah.
No, personally.
I think they're pretty even.
Okay.
Yeah,
Most women's are pretty even.
Yeah, like they're. I mean, if you've seen, I had an aunt who she was 2 full cup sizes bigger than one side.
Ooh, what?
And one time she was taking food out of the oven, and the breast fell out of her shirt.
Into the
on the oven door, and she burned her nipple
off.
Oh my
Wait off!
And you're just bringing this up
This
now?
is terrible.
She burned it off.
The one side of her areola was gone. Yeah.
What? That is crazy.
And is that a permanent disfigurement?
Yeah, it was done. It was. Yeah.
And it was on the good boob?
That was on the big.
The big one.
Bigger
Yeah, the good one.
Not necessarily.
A hot casserole and she burned her
Yeah,
off.
she did.
Was this like a holiday gathering, like Thanksgiving or something?
No. I mean, I just know the story. I wasn't there to witness it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I wish we were associated with the holiday so we could hear it every year from the beginning. What kind of casserole was it?
That's a
And,
Thanksgiving story.
By the way, we don't have time for
I do
petrol.
remember it being a meatloaf, to be honest. Yeah, that
even
was the
better.
story. Yeah.
Even better.
First you're bringing this up.
I didn't. It's never come up.
Now, did she?
We can't watch football until somebody burns their nipple.
Did she just wear then like one falsie so they'd be evened out?
No, it didn't bother her. She just,
Was it clearly visible when she was clothed? You'd go, whoa, that's uneven.
It was visible. Yes, you could tell.
It was apparent, or
It was apparent.
unless you knew
Which
where
one
you were
was the big one?
The left one.
Okay, did you
Stage left or stage?
Very funny, Pat. Very funny. Left or stage left?
Well, they'd be the. Never mind. Yes, stage left. Okay, the one from the boobs' point of view. It was. Well, we don't have time for Pat's song now, so
I like that much better.
Okay, well, we'll come back with Pat's song.
A tribute to one boob bigger than the other.
A couple things coming up. Edwin McCain is going to be joining us. I'm very excited about that.
Help me, Ed.
Also, we have a few more interesting letters. Willie G and Tommy Brennan tonight. Zanies in Nashville. And we have some great stuff in the news this morning. A couple terrific, interesting news stories, including something you'll like, Josh, about Stonehenge.
Oh, I love that henge.
Part of the mystery of Stonehenge may have been uncovered.
We'll have the top 10 henges.
Okay.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Daddy worked to feed us kids. Nobody worked harder than Daddy did in an old chicken house that was dusty and scalding hot. And then the steak came along and busted Daddy on 600 pounds of pot. And Mama cooked in the kitchen. Lord, I can still smell the chicken. She was active in her church and kept our torn breeches stitched. And then the steak came along, and it turns out Mama was a satanic voodoo witch. Crazy people raising babies around Rottweilers with rabies. Sometimes folks you thought were wholesome wind up doing time in Folsom. Was Sister really teaching scripture at the Sunday school? They're swapping naked pictures with a heroin mule. Was she cutting up collards and boiling corn? Or making $1 million in computer porn? Daddy worked, still selling grass. Mama jerked a knot in Sister's ass. We all did the best we could, which wasn't very good. And it kind of fades out there.
Doesn't fade out.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less. Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less? It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear. So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal? Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Our guest in the studio is comedian Bert Kreischer, and Bert is a veteran of the world of the party. He was voted the #1 party animal in the country by Rolling Stone magazine.
Quite an honor.
Many years ago.
Honor.
Mm-hmm. And you carry the mantle to this day.
Yeah.
You're now I guess you'd be the party animal ex officio, what is the
party
title?
Animal cum laude?
Guru, maybe? Mm-hmm. Guru to young boys,
Could
probably.
be a guru.
Yeah, you'd be good.
Maybe not.
No, you said you have 2 young daughters.
Yeah, which is pointless because I have no advice for little girls.
Do you have advice for
young men?
I have tons of advice for young men. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Is this college-age men going to?
Well, it's like well, you have sons, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know all the things. Do you have any girls?
Yes.
Oh, see, and you got nothing to tell a little girl.
Well, so far, they're in charge. They know what's going on. So.
Yeah. I said, I remember the first night we got my daughter, or not got her, but had her, or, whatever.
I know.
Right. And she was crying real bad, and the nurse was like, the nurse comes in, and she's, and wrapped up like a joint in a box. I guess that's what they, And the nurse comes in, and that's what I thought it was.
You are a party animal.
She was like, let's, what have you done? I was like, nothing. She goes, what are you going to do? I was like, I put a towel over her face and cut the oxygen in half. I don't know, nothing. And she goes, here's what you do. Take her head, put it by your heart, take your pinky, place it on her lower lip, and allow her to draw it in. That'll calm her down. So I do it, and sure enough, as soon as I put it on her lower lip, my daughter draws it in like she's trying to rip the nail off. Just, I'm like, we're stopping this tonight. Yeah. I'm not raising a daughter where that is her coping mechanism.
That's a good point.
Every time she gets a little spook, just, no, thank you. But I was massively unprepared for girls. I just didn't know. I never even listened to women. The only advice I got, and this for boys, you ever get into a fight with a girl? This works every time. I did this with my wife. 12 words. You are right. I am wrong. I love you, honey. You win. And you squash it. Really? You take her in your arms, you carry her into the bedroom, and you cuddle like a team, like a coalition. Scratch her back and let her go to sleep together, happy. She won. And that night while she's sleeping, cut her hair. Not a lot, just a little bit, so you know you won. Great advice for a boy, unapplicable for a girl.
Bert Kreischer is our guest. I'm glad we have this on tape because you're going to be dead very soon, I think.
We can use that as evidence, I think.
Yeah, you're going to be wheeled out of your own home in a gurney.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's forever, right? What am I counting the days for? You think guys doing life in prison count the days? I don't think so. You do your time, I'll do mine.
Oh, no, I got out.
You got out?
Yeah. I escaped.
So if you get a chance, I'll give you some more details and we'll get that posted on our website for you.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Got a song this time.
Got a song in my heart every day.
We promise. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We got a joke of the day coming up from Ace. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
O'Reilly. A couple quick things before we get to the song that Pat's going to do in honor of Josh's evolving facial hair.
Yes. Thank you, Pat.
Another letter. Dear radio legends.
Hello.
Well, thank you very much. Yes. This is from Nick, writing from West Lynn, Oregon. He writes, congratulations on a great show in Iowa. I live in Oregon, but I used to travel to Iowa often for work. Love the people there.
Yes, indeed.
Quite a commute.
Great folks there.
A tough drive every day.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get up in the morning. I got here, I got to go.
You'd have to get up before you go to bed.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised to see the great support you had from the great people in Iowa. Well, thank you. Speaking of that show, Tom was talking about Burt Ward from the Batman TV series. And, there's a lot of information about that era. The famous Batman TV series, kind of poppy, had and you weren't there, Ms. Hooker. That's why I'm telling you this story. But according to legend, Burt Ward was so well endowed.
No kidding.
That they had to get a special codpiece for him. At which point, Josh, do you remember what you said?
It was a haddock piece or something like that, or a sturgeon piece?
You said, yes, it was so big he needed a sturgeon piece.
Yes.
At which point our letter writer spit out his soda all over the work-provided laptop.
Oh, well, sorry
about that. Sorry about your laptop. He's wanted to say how much he enjoyed that joke.
I guess I misunderstood. A cod piece is to cover up the manhood.
The cod piece, almost protected. The most famous cod piece probably would be the ones worn by the lion tiger tamers, Siegfried and Roy. Remember, they'd walk out on stage. It looked like a gigantic jockstrap jutting out.
Yeah, it made your daddy part smooth.
Sure, yeah.
Right? Okay.
But I mean, the ones that Siegfried and Roy, the implication being they had like watermelons down there. I mean,
So the bigger the bulge.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, all right.
Rarely does one see a cod piece in contemporary culture. Are there any?
There are.
Pat wears one every day.
Well,
did you mention Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the only one I can mention. Have you ever seen Siegfried and Roy's in person? It's quite imposing.
It's real?
Yeah. Bob and I, at the time, took the wives and we went to see Siegfried and Roy in Vegas.
Oh, you mean the show? Okay.
Yeah. What do you think? I was one of their lovers? What are you saying?
It kind of sounds
I
the
think
way you phrased it.
Yeah, the way you phrased it. Yeah, that's why, and the tiger found out, and that's why he attacked.
Have I exposed something here that I didn't mean to?
Sounds like you're right in the room.
What about Tom Jones? Or was that just his?
Yeah, he was accused of stuffing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was
very much so.
Might have been him.
Okay.
Right, it could have been him, but he was always accused of stuffing.
I went to see my very first concert, Black Oak, Arkansas. JoJo Gunn and Bad Company was a new band.
Oh, great show.
Just coming out. Bad Company opened. And when Black Oak, Arkansas came out, Jim Dandy Mangrum was the lead singer.
Go, Jim Dandy. Go, Jim Dandy to the rescue.
I love that song.
He, no shirt, black army boots, and white, what would now be called yoga pants.
Oh, like leggings.
Just to draw attention to his hog.
And very fit.
Okay. Okay.
One of those guys who can take his shirt off and everyone goes, wow.
And he reached down at one point and adjusted himself. It had to be on purpose.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Down his thigh.
I wouldn't keep that thing hidden either. My gosh.
I wonder if his nickname was Black Oak.
It might have been.
That's where they got the name of the band.
Okay.
Are they still out there?
I don't think so. Remember JoJo Gunn?
Yeah.
Jay Ferguson. Run.
Good song.
I'm sure it doesn't sound like much now, but
we can maybe get a couple of samples of that. But in the meantime, we do have Josh. Once again, he is taking off his winter's beard, as he calls it, and he's doing it in phases. Phase one was just removing the chin hair, so he had kind of gigantic sideburns merging into a mustache. Today's version, you have shaved a little bit between the stash and the burns, cleaned up the chin, so now it looks like a Fu Manchu mustache and big bushy sideburns. And Pat has been... You're just getting your guitar now? We've been introducing this for 20 minutes.
I like to wait till the last minute.
I know.
It gives it more gravitas when I grab for the guitar. We talked about doing...
You're going to get gravitas. We
talked about doing a review. We'll do yesterday's Civil War thing and then move on to the new style.
Oh, okay.
Because yesterday it did look much like a Civil War general.
Oh, mine eyes have seen the trimming of Josh's winter beard. He has trimmed out the part where there's pizza crust and beer. He will lose his beard one snatch at a time. Yesterday was just day one. Way to go. More power to ya. But looking like this, no girl will do ya. Not even your crush, Paula Abdullah. The trimming must go on. That was yesterday's beard.
Yeah. Now the new one.
Wait a minute. Was that a drum at the start you were doing?
He was trying to do a callback to the Bob Welch thing from an hour ago.
I was not. I was doing a Civil War.
Civil War drum.
But Mick Fleetwood does claim that's him. That's me.
That's me. More of me. You hear my drum in that? You can't miss it right at the start. It does go on for a long time, though, doesn't it?
Hold on, I'm going to put my guitar down.
Wow, this seems silly.
Oh, he picks it back up.
Oh, Joshy, a trim was long overdue. You were looking all bushy like a chick from 72. It could have been a stash you can ride on, or a beard that you can glide on. But you'll feel great upon the face of a handlebar built for two. There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Too.
You ever run into in all your travels, Tom, you ever run into a massive bush, just unbelievable? Couldn't tell where a waist started.
The answer has to be yes.
It is, but can you imagine he would just, he would
wouldn't.
laugh, he would walk away. He'd,
Well, we don't know. He might.
Did you start laughing? Yes or no?
there may have been a little vomiting. I'm not sure.
He might be a bushwhacker. We have no idea.
No thanks. No thanks.
Oh, he's not.
No thanks. But thanks for asking. Time now to move ahead. And that means checking in with Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Oh, I like to grab my sports at the last minute. It gives it more gravitas.
Really?
See, now I'm engaged.
See? Luka and the Lakers. Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. La, la, la. They hosted the Dallas Mavericks last night, Luka's old team, and he was giving them the side eye. A little of this, a little of this, a little of that, huh? And Luka had a triple-double. Of course he did. 19, 15, and 12. LeBron had 27 and 12, and the Lakers win 107-99. Kyrie 35 and 12 for the Mavericks last night. And I mentioned this only because of their swell nickname, Tom. Maryland basketball is on somewhat of a resurgence in college basketball. The Maryland Terrapins fear the turtle. You're aware of this?
Well, there's the Grateful Dead album, Terrapin Station, of course. What's the matter?
That has nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah, Terrapin.
Maryland starters are averaging 69.2 points a game. 69.
All right. Okay. Great. Thanks.
No, and that's the number one mark in men's Division I basketball, and the starting five have a new nickname. The Crab Five.
Nice.
What do you think?
I like it.
Is that a good name?
Cool, yeah.
You know they have crab chips in Baltimore?
Delicious.
They're like, you go out, it's not barbecue, the flavor is crab.
Are they essentially, isn't it just bay seasoning, essentially?
It's like crab boil
Old Bay
seasoning.
or whatever, yeah.
Go out and get your beers.
But real
crab
tasty.
Seasoning. Oh, yeah.
You like it?
I didn't like it as much as I wanted to.
You know what? I agree.
Yeah,
but still good.
It was an interesting.
Well, you know, when in Rome, it's one of those things.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. Diana Taurasi is retiring after 20 seasons, ending one of the greatest careers in women's basketball. The WNBA's career scoring leader and a three-time league champion, Taurasi announced her retirement on Tuesday in an interview with Time magazine. Phoenix Mercury, the only WNBA team she played for.
I'm crazy about a Mercury.
42 years old, won her 6th Olympic gold medal at the Paris Games, and finishes her WNBA career with 10,646 points, nearly 3,000 more than Tina Charles.
He passed the ball, for God's sake.
Don't be afraid to put it up, Diana.
Yeah, you do you.
You keep shooting, baby.
6 Olympic.
6.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's, if you do the math, 24 years.
Very good.
Yeah. She's good.
She is good.
The Baltimore Ravens general manager Eric DaCosta considers the allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior against kicker Justin Tucker very serious and concerning. He said yesterday at the Combine in a far-off place called Indianapolis, he will let the NFL's investigation play out before determining how to proceed. Does anyone want to translate that for anybody?
Yeah, I can translate it. The bad news is if the guy had a much better year, this would all go away.
Exactly.
But he sucked this last year.
Yeah, he didn't kick very well.
He'll be...
the Baltimore Banner, the newspaper there, 16 massage therapists in the Baltimore area have accused Tucker of inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, buddy.
Are these all going back a decade?
Yes, 2016.
I remember there's something about
the most recent.
Technically, from the legal standpoint, that may make them not
Oh, really?
valid encore. I don't know. I haven't read it lately.
With 16 therapists nowhere near the record.
Oh, yeah. No, come on.
27. Deshaun Watson, 27.
Yeah, that's for players. Now, when we get to owners,
Oh, okay. That's another bracket. Yeah.
yeah, they're forgiven immediately, and then given another check.
Well, the thing with Kraft was everybody was consenting, right?
Yeah, I don't think he was forcing anybody.
he just got caught paying for it.
Yeah, he just liked it. Yeah.
And I think it was strictly a business transaction.
Right.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be punished. I mean, I guess technically it was illegal, but...
And don't you all pay for it one way or another?
Oh, boy. I'd like to note that that's the lady saying
yes, that.
Because we charge for it one way or another.
There's a lot of silence in this room.
Don't use sex as a weapon.
Worth every...
What's coming up in sports, Chick McGee?
The Green Bay Packers have some trouble with one of the rules, and I do too as a fan, and Tom doesn't understand the situation, and I'll hope to explain it to him when we come back.
All right, the rest of us will go get breakfast.
And David Rush, another world record.
That's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah?
I'll give you a
You
hint.
say that every time.
A bowling ball
is involved.
Okay.
What's the difference between an ugly...
All right. Okay. Yeah, we got it, Joe. All right, now we have a couple things coming up.
If you have to.
Here, we have... coming up, and I'm sorry, I wanted to mention we do have our T-shirt thing. This is the last day for our pop-up store, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We have some, just a handful of things available, so if you get that done today, if you can. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy, working on yourself a little bit, maybe even thinking about getting some therapy. But a lot of things are preventing you from doing it. Maybe the inconvenience of getting to a therapist, or maybe you're just nervous about being in the room with somebody for the first time and talking about stuff. Well, this is where BetterHelp comes in, because it's done fully online. So it's a lot more convenient because you can do it wherever you want to be when you do it, because you just use your phone or your laptop or your desktop, whatever it is, and you're hooked up. The way it works is you fill out a questionnaire. There are some 30,000 plus credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties out there to give you a hand. So see what I'm talking about by visiting BetterHelp.com, and actually go to BetterHelp.com/BT show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. And like I said, the therapy itself is done online. So you can do it with your phone. You can do it just like it's a phone call, or like a Zoom call where you can see the therapist, or texting back and forth. It's all up to you. It's about convenience and about your privacy. And you'll find all the details, once again, at BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. A couple things coming up. We're going to be visiting with Edwin McCain, the great recording artist, and a wonderful guy. Look forward to seeing Edwin. Also, I'll urge you to go see Willie G if you're in Nashville, Tennessee, with Tommy Brennan tonight. Willie's on a little mini tour. He'll be stopping by here on Friday. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I get back to Kansas City. I was back last April for a wedding. And for a bunch of weird experiences, I become friends with Justin Verlander. He's a pitcher for the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
At the time, he was pitching for the Tigers. They were in town playing the Royals, but they had a night off, so he and I went out and had a couple of drinks. And while we're out, he sees a young lady. He says, I think I know her. I think she's an actress. I think me and my wife hung out with her. I said, hey, man, we're in Kansas City. There's no way that chick's an actress. She probably works at Cheesecake Factory or something. And he said, no, watch this. He calls the waiter over. He goes, who's that chick? And he goes, well, I don't know who the chick is, but everyone at that table's Mumford & Sons. They're here playing the arena tomorrow night, and they're here having dinner.
Oh, so maybe it was Carey Mulligan.
Might have been. I don't know who it was. But he sends them a bottle on us, he says, which meant him.
Him, yeah.
Because I'm not. Listen, if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars and we're hanging out, you're buying.
Yeah, sure.
All right, sorry, dude. You fly private, you're buying drinks.
That is a good one.
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
You know, he buys drinks. It doesn't even show up on his register. I buy drinks. I can't buy shoes next month. So he sends them a bottle. They come over. Turns out it's not Mumford and Sons. It's just and Sons.
Oh.
Mumford wasn't there. I don't know where he was. I assume he was back at the hotel writing a song that at some point goes, So, and Sons come over, start talking to the Detroit Tigers. I'm not really involved, so I kind of tune it all out. When I come back into focus, and Sons are kind of talking smack to the Detroit Tigers about beer pong. They're like, hey, we'll whoop your butt in some beer pong. And the Detroit Tigers are like, we get paid very handsomely to put balls places. Right. Bring it. So I said, hey, fellas, my parents live about 8 minutes from here.
Oh, boy.
We could settle this. And I said that because I know both and Sons and the Detroit Tigers have an entire floor to do whatever they want. So there's no reason to come to my parents' house. It was complete fake hospitality.
Right.
Until they all turned around and looked at me and said, hell yeah, let's go to your parents' house and play beer pong. And I went, oh, crap. Because it is now 2 o'clock on a Sunday night. Technically Monday morning. Yes. My parents are not gypsies. All right, they have real jobs that start in like 5 hours.
Yes.
But I also can't look at all these dudes and be like, you guys, my parents. So I just said, whatever, we're going to roll the dice, see what happens.
Sure.
So we get there. First off, as we're leaving, my sister texts me. She says, hey, I'm out and about. If you get home before I do, will you walk my dog? I said, hey, unless you're out and about with the Dave Matthews Band, you better get your butt home because it's about to go down at Ma and Pa's house. So we get back to my parents' house, start throwing beer pong, and stuff got weird. Like weirder than I've already described. Like my sister, who is 30, ended up in her prom dress. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Oh, no. God bless her for still being able to fit in it, but also the hell, right? So we, at one point in the evening, I go outside to partake in some illegal activities. And
I'm assuming the pot, not
the pot,
not murder.
No. Well, we were going to see where it went. Sure. And so Ann Sons come with me. But as it was the middle of the baseball season, the Detroit Tigers could not partake.
Right. Sure.
So they had to pretend like it was the playoffs and watch. And thank you. So, read an almanac. So we came back in from smoking, and my dad's downstairs, and he's upset. He's like, what's going on down here? And I said, well, this is half the Detroit Tigers bullpen. And this is Ann Sons from Mumford and Sons. And we're playing beer pong. And it was in that moment that I realized my father was no longer sure if he was actually awake. Because you got to look at it from his point of view. He walks downstairs. It's the middle of the night. He sees a bunch of weird dudes that he kind of recognizes. And my sister's in her prom dress. Like, things are weird.
Yeah.
And he's just confused. He's just like, is that Justin Verlander? And I said, yes, sir, it is. He goes, I don't know what's happening right now. And he walked upstairs. That was the last we saw of him.
Wow. He didn't say, is Kate here?
No, he was just like, what? And the whole next day I'm freaking out because my parents do a lot for me. I don't even making them upset over some stupid.
Sure.
Right.
So when Dad gets home, I'm completely ready to take him out to dinner, buy him some drinks. And he walks in like he's had the greatest day of his life. And I say, what happened to you? And he's like, well, I woke up this morning and I hated you. I cursed your name all the way to work. But then I got to work and everyone started asking me why I looked so tired and exhausted. So I started complaining about my son bringing home the Detroit Tigers and Mumford and Sons and playing beer pong all night. And now I'm the coolest.
Cosby and that joke of the day coming down the pike. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. I look over at the Silac Insurance news desk, and I see she's both boogieing and woogieing. Sitting in for Christy Lee, it's Ms. Jess Hooker. Are we going to go back to the sports?
She has the boogie-woogie fever. The Green Bay Packers are proposing a rule to ban the so-called tush push play popularized by the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, have you guys seen this play?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's more or less a quarterback sneak, which I don't have any problem with.
Okay.
Okay, you know what the quarterback sneak is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You sneak the quarterback?
You sneak him over. One of the offensive linemen wears big pants with big pockets, and they put him in, and they sneak him across.
Yeah.
No. My problem is, and it's been in football creeping back in for the last 5 or 6 seasons, you can help the runner advance now, which before either they took the rule off the books or they're just not calling it. I'm not sure which it is, but that's what I have trouble with. When there's a running back or two pushing the quarterback toward the line of scrimmage, I think that should be illegal.
You
I
do?
think, and I think that is what they're going to make illegal, not the tush push.
Oh, okay.
So they will make it just go back to a quarterback sneak.
If nothing else, get a better name.
So what's the quarterback sneak? What's the difference between that and a tush push?
There's nobody behind it.
Nobody behind him, and they're supposed to open a hole.
Oh, they just make okay.
They get behind.
Pushing the tush.
Right.
But that's what they're supposed to do.
No, you're not supposed to help the running back. That was part of the rules forever.
That's
No, not the quarterback. No, not even the quarterback sneak.
Really?
Really?
Am I the only one that is bothered by the name, the tush push?
No, I'm into it.
There was another name for it.
The French mistake?
Yeah, there was.
The French mistake.
The butt shove?
The butt shove.
Yeah.
The ass pass.
The colon camper. And then
Things I can't say.
the brotherly shove.
Oh, I like brotherly shove.
I do too.
Because of Philly. That's right. I did hear that. Yeah.
Because of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Do you like that better?
Yeah. Tush push.
But this helping the runner has spread out from not only the quarterback, but you'll see a lineman downfield pushing the running backs toward. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's not football.
No, it's a team effort. They're helping each other out. That's what they're doing.
How you sound like Josh. You know that? Would you like to hear Josh's?
You know what? Of all the people in here to sound like.
Well,
is that right?
Well, I never.
Really?
At least occasionally.
Always the sound. Always the voice of reason.
Tush push reminds me of this. This reminds me of this. Do you know what this is, Jess?
Loud.
It's a cocaine bender is what it is.
Push in the tush.
So much cocaine.
Yeah, this started as
It's that time of the month. In my tush.
It's oh, I see.
They change it.
An alternative.
It's that time of the month.
That started out as a ballad, but the cocaine kicked in, and the producer just keep going, ladies, faster.
That's horrible.
Isn't that great scene in Reefer Madness where he's faster.
They're all crazy.
Hepped up. I see.
Oh, well, that brings us to, that's right, Stupid World Record. Do we have the video on this? Man, I hope so.
Maybe.
David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most catches in 1 minute while juggling a bowling ball and 2 juggling balls.
Okay.
While on a balance board.
Yet.
On my head yet. Mr. Rush took on the challenge at Guinness World Record headquarters in London, Mr. Rush, where he smashed the minimum mark of 100 catches with a total of 240.
Rush smash.
Now, he's breaking all these records in London at their headquarters.
Yeah.
Has he moved out?
There's a chance he was asked to leave the country.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's been over there for quite a while.
That request came from his wife. Oh, here he is. Yeah.
There you go. He's got a bowling ball and 2 regular juggling balls. Look at that. He's on one of those boards that's sitting on a log going back and forth. This is great.
The guy's got skill. Look, I mean,
he's a world-class juggler.
I got a problem with it. Can you guess what it is?
The outfit?
That it's David Rush.
Yeah, that and that bowling ball looks a little tacky, doesn't it? It looks a little easy, easy to get.
It's probably a 6-pounder.
It does look a little waxy or something. Yeah,
like a dodgeball.
You couldn't do that under any circumstances, whatever kind of bowling ball.
Give me a week, I could do that.
Did you guys happen to see, this is very visual, the guy in the back working on the phone? Can't be bothered by this.
Hey, it's a world record. Great. I got bills to pay.
Yeah, super duper.
I got to sell some books.
Have you seen the rent in London? It's crazy. $4,000 a month for like a
Is it?
2,000 square.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, hey, hi. How are you?
Do you wear,
You've been on Zillow again?
when you're practicing that, do you wear steel-toed boots, I assume?
I would.
You dropped that bowling ball.
Oh, you know what? We have a story about that.
That's
from
exactly where I was going.
You
okay.
you sure as hell wouldn't wear flip-flops, I'll tell you that.
I think you do.
Let me find it.
Oh, really?
Don't you know the old adage, if you're practicing a trapeze or a tightrope,
right.
if you have a net, you're more likely to fall because you know that the safety, but if you're practicing without one.
It motivates you to do better. Yeah.
Or you fall and break your neck. That's a great adage.
It works.
But that leads
to... You want to wrap it up, Josh?
That leads to... Is it old?
Can you be any more...
Who's ever heard that adage?
Let's come up...
You've never heard that?
Let's come up with a dismissive, condescending... distant,
aloof,
cold,
uncaring.
Have you gotten this in some other setting recently?
No.
Moving on.
Okay.
No, this is another one of those incredibly dumb internet things.
A podiatrist is warning people against partaking in a new TikTok trend that has people dropping heavy objects on their feet.
I like this.
I've seen this.
You have?
It started with a phone.
The hashtag dropping things on my foot. Yes.
Okay.
That's the hashtag.
I think it's funny.
If you want to search it. Shows users dropping items such as vacuum cleaners, air fryers.
I've done that.
Toasters. And even a wooden table on their feet and ranking how painful each one is.
Brilliant.
Holy hell.
Yeah. However, Dr. Benjamin Bolin told the PA news agency that people participating in the trend risk a lifetime of pain and disability.
Nobody asked you, Bolin. Mind your beeswax.
He explained that dropping heavy and sharp objects on your feet could lead to damage to the nerves.
That's what's
bones,
funny
and
about
joints. Yeah.
Yeah, but what is the point? Take that, diabetes.
Yeah, one such participant, Mr. Luke Pilling, he received more than 3.8 million views on his video.
Well, I wonder what he dropped on his foot.
It doesn't say, but when asked why he decided to join the trend, the 19-year-old sales advisor told the PA news agency, curiosity and just because it was funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, this maybe 50 years from now, they'll be doing a news story. 50 years ago today, this douchebag dropped an anvil on his foot.
And we're still laughing. Yeah, that would be the story.
Here he is.
After the success
in his wheelchair.
of his first video, Mr. Pilling created more feet-crushing content in an effort to build his platform.
I don't know what it says about me, but the two Instagram sites I enjoy the most are Epic Fails, where people are falling, and Satisfying Gravity. When they fall, more people falling.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, there are hundreds of people fall every day. And they seem to be okay.
My favorite clip was always the one of the early days of aviation.
Oh, yeah.
They have the series of would-be aircraft.
Those are great,
that don't make it.
Yeah.
The plunging into a river.
20 wings on both sides, on each side.
Yeah, this will help.
Love that.
The ones with their flapping.
Yeah,
remember the guy who got shot in the belly with a cannonball?
Yeah.
Yeah, the slow motion bald kind of fat guy.
He was wearing goggles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you want to protect your eyes.
There's 4 old women going into their vacation home, and they're adorable, carrying all their stuff. And the last one, they're all helping each other. Where they're getting, but the last,
you can tell they're best friends.
Yeah.
The last one falls, and it's just hilarious. And Gladys! And they all go to her to help her up, and they all fall.
Yeah, they all end up falling.
Oh.
It's adorable.
Unbelievable.
So, anyways, eat a Tide Pod, okay?
Yeah.
This is funnier, at least. This is funnier than eating Tide Pod.
This has some style.
Yeah.
Okay, you dropped something on your foot.
Damaging your foot permanently?
Well, maybe they're not.
You could easily,
you drop a whole dining room table on your foot?
You might be okay.
To break a bone in your foot?
A podiatrist, a professional foot doctor.
I don't know if it's Bonner from my own mother.
Okay, well,
Bolin, sorry.
I dropped a kettlebell on my foot.
Funny.
Yeah, it wasn't funny when it happened.
How much was that? How much did that? The kettlebells are known for. That's all they do is weigh heavy.
Yeah, it was 8 pounds.
Oh,
that's not too bad.
Yeah, you're all right.
Did you ever break a toe?
Yep.
Yeah, then.
There's nothing you can do.
No. Just
When
hurts.
I worked for Otis Elevator, I broke my toe. I dropped a steel casting on my toe.
Oh, that's good.
You remember
Man,
that.
you would be famous now if you had done
Yeah.
that.
They don't make you wear, or at least suggest that you wear steel-toed boots?
I had steel-toed shoes on. Still broke it. That's how heavy it was.
Wow, okay.
They had trouble getting my shoe off.
Okay, well, in any event,
I'm still wearing it.
We'll keep in touch with dumb things that are happening on the internet for you.
We'll do a video today. You can drop a can of soda on my foot.
Okay.
An empty can of soda.
No,
a full can of soda.
That's nothing. These guys are
That's nothing.
Make it a water bottle.
Let me drop a full can of soda on your foot.
It's not going to hurt.
I think you have to take your shoe off. The
That's
ones
right.
I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah.
That will hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Just sock feet.
But it's not going to break anything.
Can we use a ladder?
No.
Can we throw it up in the air?
No.
From the
You just have
Empire's.
to let go of it.
Okay.
Can we use Chef Boyardee extra large ravioli?
Not extra large.
How about peaches?
Wait. Do I get it?
Yes.
Afterwards?
How about
see the negotiation?
Can we drop it from the radio tower?
Nope, I've got a
catch it and keep it.
Stand by for a joke. How about peaches and heavy syrup?
Very good. Very good.
Heavy syrup.
Heavy syrup.
Never mind.
Congratulations to David Rush for juggling the bowling ball.
Are there any of these world records that you've seen that you'd go, yeah, I want to try that?
Oh, sure. Is
that part of the attraction?
Yeah, that's part of the attraction. Yeah, like the ones where you're popping lots of balloons with
I like
chopsticks and stuff, but they're much more difficult than they look like they are. What's coming up in the news?
We've got big penises.
Oh,
really? Thank you.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Hey now.
By we, you mean all of us.
Sparkling maple water.
Ooh.
Yeah, sounds
What?
good. No, you don't like it? And Fire Festival too. Is that?
Yeah, I already got my tickets.
I got the world pass. I sent them $750. I'm set to go.
That's the low end.
I was gonna say that's not gonna get you anything.
Is that the low end?
I don't think anything's going to get you anything, but we'll find out.
What about the stars? Any stars available this time?
They have not announced any of the acts.
That's the fun of it. That's
Who
why I
was
spent so much time.
who was last time? Was it Diddy or somebody?
No.
It was Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Ja
there you go.
Rule. Yeah.
And I don't know who that is. Is that a rapper, I
Oh, he's
assume?
one of my favorites.
I was going to say you love Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Rapper?
Yes.
Okay, I'm out.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have some Ja Rule for you when we come back, Tom.
Is that his actual name? Ja?
J-A-R-U-L-E.
Doesn't that mean God?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some Ja Rule. It's Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Bob Welch. Oh, awesome.
There's a chance he
Awesome,
sampled some of this.
That is true.
What are you're tapping on the mic there? That was Mick Fleetwood.
Hey, never do that again.
Being insisted on.
Thank you very much. A couple things.
It's just like glass.
Seems like a dream. We have our pop-up store. It's ending today. Is that right, Jess?
Tonight at midnight.
Okay.
Make the pop sound with my mouth?
No, God, for God's sake, don't do that. I'm going to exile you to a different room where I can turn the mic off the whole show.
I don't like it either.
We have the special T-shirts we made to benefit the Stead Family Children's Hospital in Iowa, part of that Children's Miracle Network. It's a great place, and we sold a whole bunch of them. I haven't gotten a number yet. We got to write that check to the hospital. I'm really looking forward to doing that. But thanks to everybody in Iowa who bought those shirts. There's a handful of them left, I gather, and they're available on the internet today only. Plus a couple of other shirts would appear from this form that they've just handed me. A really cool Bob and Tom T-shirt and a hoodie. So very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. They got to let me design a hoodie.
You didn't design that one?
No, I had nothing.
You know what?
Okay.
That's a great idea.
He would. Hey, look at the new hoodie I designed. It would be a button-up shirt with 2 pockets.
Well, and not only that, but it would be available sometime in late 27.
No, because the hoodie that I just bought, that Patagonia one that has the inadequate pocket, I could put a pocket that'll hold a phone in it.
There you go.
Because 90% of the world is carrying a phone around. Apparently, no one told the folks at Patagonia. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced and practiced, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park a woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings, and he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell with George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong, but I know he's tired of me singing this song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings, and he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
people were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait.
Josh, what do you say?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Lucas Oil Stadium. That's all coming up. Plus, our little special guest. Big surprise for me, too.
Shut it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Josh Arnold. How are you?
Great.
What kind of cereal are you having this morning?
You know what it's called?
What?
Morning Summit.
Morning Summit?
That's right.
Wow, that's very Cold War.
Yes, it is.
I like that. There's Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's here.
Hey, Chick.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio, and here's Tom with our special, more or less, surprise guest.
He is an artist. He has a guitar. He sings. He writes songs. He drives trucks. He's Edwin McCain.
Edwin!
One of our favorites. Great to see you, Edwin. And I got to explain something right away. Right off the bat, I don't know if you were given warning, but there's a reason that Josh has the ridiculous facial hair.
Oh, yeah.
We should explain this. Josh, do you want to tell Edwin what you're doing?
Well, every year I grow my winter's beard, Edwin, and around this time I go ahead and hit the reset button, start over with it. And so I allowed my coworkers this week each day to pick what my facial hair will look like as I get rid of the beard.
Oh, I thought you were like prospecting with the Hells Angels.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I do that as well, but this just happens to coincide.
Yeah, no, your facial hair, you've got the
faux T.
Is that what that's called now?
Yeah, it's double chin camouflage, if I'm being honest. It just distracts you from that. Or at least I believe that.
It's sort of a triangular thing below the lower lip.
Yeah.
It is bigger than a soul patch, what we're used to calling a soul patch, right?
Yeah. And is the family okay with that?
I don't listen.
You don't take a survey.
Yeah, they take money from me, so I take no suggestions from them.
Wait a second. Write this down. I had no idea.
He's one of your people. He's the roof over your head. What about that, ladies?
That always works.
That's my love letter.
Yeah.
Now, before we get a song out of Mr. McCain, are you going to be touring this summer?
I'm touring all summer with, all summer. I'm touring a lot of the summer with Train.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah, we just announced. We're going. Yeah, you can check edwin.com for all the tour dates because that's normally what I do too. I don't look at my schedule past like 3 days ahead because now it just makes it more like an adventure. I'm like, where are we going today?
Yeah.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah. You're like me. I can't remember any dates.
Tom's like that in the morning. Where am I going?
No idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Now, I saw you this summer. It was a great show. It was Hootie and the Blowfish, Collective Soul, and you opened it up. It was great. And I don't know if you know this. On the way out, I followed you drive your own. I was
driving the bus.
I was right behind you trying to click my lights. So and then I tried to pull up next to you. What? You're going to look down and go, what the hell? Yeah. But that was a great show. Great tour.
That was a lot of fun, and those guys are like big brothers to me, and so it was a family reunion of sorts. And I forgot how awesome playing the big amphitheaters are because, there's there's catering and it's clean and everything works. So like I've been living in indie land where something's breaking every single day. And you get there and everybody's like, it's nice. That was nice. It's like a vacation.
Great show. And the lead singer from Collective Soul,
Ed,
has a very long white hair.
Yes. And he has a different suit. Like crazy suits for every show. He never wore the same suit twice. And I was like, dude, how do you afford this? Because I was assuming he gets them all tailored. But he has a trick. Every city just goes to a magic shop and buys magician suits for like $50.
No kidding.
Yeah, and from the audience, you can't tell that it's not like a tailored suit, and it's got mirrors and or it's whatever on it. It's like crazy. It's genius. It's genius.
He got scarves in his sleeve.
Yeah, and there's rabbits flying out everything.
We had a show at a casino last week, and before I would hit the stage, I went to our producer Jason. And I said, "Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind a Busch Light." And so we went and we talked to a lady at the casino. Said, "Hey, can I get a Busch Light?" And she goes, "That's kind of against the rules."
Really?
Like, oh, really? And she's like, "I'll get you one, but." We got in trouble last week. Somebody gave a bottle of vodka to Collective Soul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'll say this, though. This is my favorite decade of my career so far by a mile. And I never thought, I thought by now, I was walking on stage. It was real quiet. We were playing one of those seated theaters, and it was really quiet after they announced me. And I was walking out to the microphone, and I heard this woman turn to her husband and go, "He looks okay. He looks okay." and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm getting credit for just waddling out here. I mean, this is amazing. I haven't even sung yet." I mean, I was like, "This is great."
That says so much. They were worried how he was going to look.
I mean, it was like just being bipedal.
Nice. A couple things. Ed with his fancy clothes, and that's the reason the guy behind me at the show taps me in the shoulder. He goes, "He looks just like Haywood Banks." And I sent you those pictures, and he does. He does look just like Haywood. Yeah, a friend of mine who is a musician of a certain stature, he would wear women's clothing, women's shirts on stage. They just, that was the way to do it cheap. To look like you've got something really cool.
Wow.
He'd wear, whatever. So
there's a funny story about Mel Tillis getting busted. His wife caught him in a hotel room, and Mel opened up the door and was wearing a woman's cambasol, and they were standing there locked, and Mel looked at his wife and went, "Look what I bought you."
Oh, more like look what I bought you.
I didn't want to go there. I didn't know where I should go there.
I think we can do that. That's the truth.
I don't know anymore. I'm scared. We're running the razor's edge.
Do we have time to have Pat do a song for Edwin?
It's up to you, buddy.
Okay, this needs a little bit of a setup.
And before that, though, they were saying they were going to move you back into your other room, and I was like, nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah. Oh, they're hugging.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. You guys missed guitar talk, but
we did just nerd out like our own little thing.
Johnny Cash would.
Like I heard all of your eyes rolled like dominoes as we were doing that too. I was like, oh, here these two go. Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay, now
but Tom didn't even want to hear the recap.
I'm not even sure we have time.
I don't think we do.
We don't have time. We'll have to come back with this. That means Pat gets to stay in the building an extra few minutes.
I'd like to know.
I thought we were going to send him for coffee.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. A couple quick things. I want to remind you again, we had some T-shirts still from our big show in Iowa, and I want to thank the 1,200 people who stopped by. That was fun. We had a great time. And we did a special T-shirt, and all the proceeds are going to the Stead Family Children's Hospital. And today's the last day we'll be selling them on our website. Plus, we have a couple of other shirts, so go to bobandtom.com. And you're more than welcome to buy one. We'd certainly appreciate it. And also, Willie G, son number 2, is on stage tonight with Tommy Brennan at Zany's in Nashville. They're on tour. They'll be in Louisville, and they'll be in Columbus, Cincinnati, et cetera, et cetera. Details on that coming up. We're going to return with singer, songwriter, artiste, What's the word I'm looking for? Gadabout. The raconteur, those are all so pretentious. He's a really nice guy and pretty funny, too. He is Edwin McCain. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
7:59, Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Jess.
Q95, Fox 59 weather forecast. Scattered showers this morning. The high is 57. The low tonight is 34. And right now it's 36. I got 3 different temperature readings in this room.
Well, we've used 3 different apps.
There was actually, well, you probably know this story. There was, Chick will verify this, 2 guys on the old AM here got into a fist fight because one of them said you have to give the airport temperature. The other gave the temperature here at our Fall Creek studios.
Oh.
Yeah, turned out they were...
Lovers?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, that was a guess.
Absolutely true story.
I'm not kidding.
And their names were Tom and Chick.
Now you know the rest of the story. Nobody saw that coming, huh? Wow.
Well, we have a very special guest in the studio. I'm so embarrassed.
Shut it up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's
Hey,
Pat
buddy.
Godwin. Hey, pal. How you doing?
Good.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hey, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Tom, how are you? We got a special guest, buddy.
We certainly do. He is, I almost said comedian Edwin McCain. Well, he's funny. He is very funny. He musical recording artist, I guess, as opposed to a spoken word recording artist. Very fine singer and songwriter. He's joined us in the studio. We'll get a couple songs out of him in just a second. But first, we had promised Mr. Godwin that he could play a song. And we've been...
you know how he is when we make him wait.
These guys are 2 excellent guitarists and 2 excellent guitars. Pat has an unusual instrument from Australia. Is that correct, Pat?
Maton, yes.
Maton?
Made out of kangaroo hide?
Yes, okay. But you have asked for a specific news story so that you can entertain. What is
That's
it?
the Maton Peronis, right, with the bent neck?
Yeah, the bent neck.
Yeah.
Oh, Peroni.
Authorities in Colombia arrested a man for trying to smuggle $10,000 worth of cocaine under his wig.
Under his wig.
A video shared by the Colombian National Police shows officers stopping the 40-year-old suspect as he was attempting to board a flight from Cartagena to Amsterdam. Cartagena? Thank you.
Cartagena.
In the clip, authorities snip away at the hairpiece to reveal several discs of cocaine attached to the bottom of his wig.
How much money was it worth?
$10,000.
That's a lot to pay.
Is that-
Oh, nice. Very nice.
There you go.
I wanted to Google, I did Google
that joke,
slang terms for wigs because a guy that an English friend of mine would always call him an Irish.
Oh, he's wearing an Irish?
You see the Irish on that guy. He'd always say, yeah.
See the Irish on interesting.
Yeah. He was a Cockney. That was the street term.
Names.
Some of the others, obviously, toupee, rug is a big one.
Piece.
Extension, a switch, a pastiche.
A pastiche. I like that.
And of course,
Merkin.
A wig. Oh, that's a pubic.
Sorry, wrong one. My bad.
Merkin is a pubic wig.
Sure.
Popular in the days of terminal crabs. They would shave just to,
Or cancer, your hair falls out during treatment.
Thanks for bringing that up. Back to wig, hairpiece, toupee, rug, all slang terms for the wig.
That's it. That's all you had. None of those are new terms except pastiche.
Well, there's also wiglet.
That's a tiny wig, yeah.
Yeah. Rug is the one that I thought was... Did you like that? Had you seen the rug in that guy? The implication being that isn't hair; it's
I've managed
a
to hold
swath of carpeting.
I'm not obsessed with hair like you are.
Okay, that's right.
All right.
Now, Pat, you have a tribute?
Edwin, if there's cocaine in the news, this is a running gag that we go with it. The kids like it.
You're still going to be embarrassed in front of Edwin.
Hey! So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's coke in the rug, baby. Coke in the rug. Flip the man over. Coke in the rug. Coke in the rug, baby. Coke in the rug. Customs watching you scratching your head. Your toupee drags a little to the left. There's too much dandruff and that rug's too big. Here, looking guilty in that powdered wig. There's coke in the rug, so please explain. Someone has to answer for this cocaine, so we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Tell us. Yeah, we'd like to know where you're taking the cocaine. Yeah, there's coke in the rug, baby, coke in the rug. Flip the man, oh, coke in the rug, baby, coke in the rug. Hey, coke in the rug.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much.
Silly, embarrassing, and
no, it's a classic.
It is fun.
I enjoy it every time. Well, since we're talking to Miss Hooker over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk, let's squeeze one more thing out of you over there.
Okay. Interesting way
A gross way
it.
to put that, yeah.
Right. New research suggests that Stonehenge may have featured a giant stone phallus at one point.
Now, a monolith or an actual phallic representation?
A detailed study of a fallen, partially buried stone, dubbed Stone 67, was revealed that it may have been sculpted to resemble a massive wang.
I don't know about this.
That takes a lot of the... don't you think that then makes it more comical if you would...
Yeah, when the stone was upright, it would have looked like an 8.5 foot tall erect male member.
Well, monoliths are found in all those ancient sites.
But apparently they have determined that the chunks of stone would fit together and that it's like a shaft with a bulbous tip.
Yeah, the 3 foot tip.
I'm not buying it, but...
Yeah.
We've been compensating for thousands of years.
Well, the original name of Stonehenge was a Boner City.
Right.
Oh,
that does kind of answer some questions.
You say more at Boner City.
Maybe it was a primitive dating app, Stonehenge. They're hip for you. You can go meet a guy.
It would have likely. Another point was that it would have likely aligned directly with the midsummer sunrise and the midwinter sunset.
There you go.
It's arguably the single most important location in Stonehenge where this Stone 67 is located. Yeah. So it means something to them.
Have you been there?
They missed the joke by two, though.
Yeah.
They missed the joke by two.
They sure did.
Yeah.
Research leader Professor Terrence Meaden has published his identification of the stone in a new book.
Well, Meaden is trustworthy.
Professor Meaden believes Stone 67 was deliberately shaped as a phallus to represent the male principle, and the altar stone was intended to represent the female principle.
Aha.
Okay.
There you go.
Have you been there, Josh?
I have.
Yeah, were you able to get up and touch it?
No. They had what the hell do they call those things?
Fences?
Stanchions with,
Velvet ropes?
So, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I try to go up there with like a honey bun and a diet soda and try to paw the stone. Just kind of having your lunch. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, when I went there, you could go walk right up.
I know. I wish I could do that because I would like to feel one. See if you can feel any energy.
Oh, really?
Oh, sure. Yeah. A lot of those henges are built on certain intersections of like electronic, like some magnetic ground. So
no kidding.
See if you can actually feel some of the energy there. I mean, that's how the ancient aliens knew where.
Okay.
They have
I forgot.
I've never seen that. The recreation of what Stonehenge
originally
look like or originally looked like. Look at that.
I believe they're called ley lines. Those intersections.
Does that have the phallus in it?
Yes. It's one of them is down the tallest stone there.
It's a grower.
It's a grower.
How would you justify that to your wife back in the day? Well, I'm going back to the site. We've been carving a giant penis.
Gotta get to work.
Dick's not done yet. You love that penis more than you do me.
Dick's stomped all over it.
Now, we are joined by singer-songwriter Edwin McCain.
Try to behave.
Edwin, no, try to behave now. Enough of our news stories. You got your guitar. What do you feel like playing?
Oh, God. All right. I'm going to play. We just released the first album in 15 years, and I'll play you. So I have had a sax player that's been with me this whole time. 35 years we've been playing. And so I wrote a song about him for this record because he is sort of crabby and really quiet. And I like making fun of him. And when he was working at the Greenbrier playing jazz, he was a big jazz guy. And he took off from the Greenbrier and was coming to South Carolina to take over for this band called the Truly Dangerous Swamp Band. But in between West Virginia and South Carolina, they broke up.
Oh.
And he ended up in South Carolina with no gig, and I was the only option. And so back then he was like, well, I'll play with you, but only for a summer, and then I'm going to law school. All right, whatever. 35 years later, we're still together. But this is my ode to the crabby old sax player that plays with me. What were those nasty cigarettes that you used to smoke in 1992 when we first met? You know, me and Kay were laughing, but you didn't get the joke. Wisely skeptical, hadn't made your mind up yet. You smoke cool miles, you smoked cool miles. All that menthol in the air. Cool miles, just smoked cool miles, so you wouldn't have to share. We'll blame it on your sister Darcy or that bartender at the Wing. We'll blame it on Branford back when he was playing with Sting. We'll blame it on those sweet, thick Charleston, lovely summer nights. They took all your stupid law school dreams and hit them out of sight. You smoke cool miles, just smoked cool miles. All that menthol in the air. Cool miles, just smoked cool miles, so you wouldn't have to share. We would wait until afternoon showers, wash the pine dust into the pond. Then we play to the girls from Ohio with them streaks of southern blonde. 30 years have gone by me. Goddamn, where'd it go? Robert said it's impossible. What the hell does he know? He can take that old waltz of his. Hope mine never ends. We'll stay out here on the road, making music with my friends. These have been cool miles. These have been cool miles, and I do them again and again and again and cool miles. These have been cool miles, my friend.
All right. Wow. Edwin McCain.
Bravo.
One of the few tributes to cigarettes out there, particularly menthol cigarettes. Very controversial, of course. I'd love the line, he smoked cools so he wouldn't have to share.
That's why anybody smokes menthol cigarettes, is so nobody can bum them off of you.
Yep.
Wow, well, that's how I think a lot of people that started to smoke them. That's the reason they started, because they bummed them and they got that hint of a breath mint in their cigarette. That's a great song. It really is.
You know, I'm a huge fan of Ricky Lee Jones, and so she kind of influenced me, and I would say that's my little nod to her. I love the way she approached all her music, and
yeah, me too.
The line in the song where it's like Robbie said it's impossible. There's a scene where in the last waltz where Robbie looks at the camera and goes, you know, this life on the road and being a musician it's an impossible way of life. And when I saw that movie, I was 20, and I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? This is amazing. Like, that's not impossible, Robbie. And so, you know, at 35 years in, I'm telling Robbie he was wrong. So, you know, it's a great way of life. I love it. I'm going to stay out here and play as long as they'll let me.
All right. I have a real quick question. On the studio version of that, is there a sax solo?
100%.
Okay.
There's a sax solo.
And did you warn him before what it was about?
No, he picked it up from the lyrics. and honestly, I was surprised he even pays attention because he hasn't been listening to me for the last 15 years at least.
Does he still smoke Cool Miles?
No, we've all behaved. We've all stopped our, we used to all smoke. Everybody in our band in a bus with no windows that would open. I think back to that, and I mean, how ridiculous that must have been. All of us just smoking away in our bus.
Like Spicoli. You hop out of the bus. We're hanging out with Edwin McCain. We'll get another song out of him coming up. We also have news coming from that lady over there. She is the lovely Jess Hooker, and she is reporting for duty, of course, from the Silac Insurance News Desk. But right now, we check in, speaking of music, the best way to listen to music, of course?
Raycon's earbuds, and these are Raycon's everyday earbuds. They're your perfect partner for the gym, maybe at work, phone calls, offering premium audio that goes where you go. And the latest model, better than ever, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with 2 devices at once. And Raycon has a quick charge function. Just 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. The Raycons also come with active noise cancellation, starting at just half the price of other premium audio brands. If you don't love them, they offer a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get up to 20% off site-wide. That's right, you'll get up to 20% off everything on Raycon's website, including 20% off all headphones, too. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That is buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you, Chickster. A possible incredibly obscure story that has something to do with what's happening in the world in the last few days. Also, we're going to hang out with Edwin. We've got some more music coming from Patty G. I'm very excited about all this stuff. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Well, the church burned down and no one knew what Pentecost Baptist was going to do. The brimstone got so dadgum hot it burned up a church bus in the parking lot. In a panic, the Reverend Dr. White called up an ex-member that hadn't lived right. He owned Joe's beer joint right across the fence. It's the same Joe's he'd preached against. He said, I don't really want to be a hypocrite. I got a Sunday school class about to have fits. We're all excited about Revival Week and been moved by the Spirit, so to speak. With all the souls we saved and money we spent, we thought God told us to sell that tent. I got a famous evangelist supposed to come. I've run out of chairs. Will you loan us some? Joe said, well, y'all can just use the whole dang place. Ain't nine on a jukebox, Amazing Grace. I ain't supposed to be open because of them blue laws, but we'll open tonight if it's all right with you. Preacher says, well, I reckon it'd be okay. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. Is going to talk about Joshua, Judges, and Ruth, and I reckon I could do it from the DJ booth. At the First Baptist Bar and Grill, it's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. When the sinners finish one more round, we'll have dinner on the ground and go inside and pray we don't get killed. The evangelist came with a well-dressed choir. They showed up around happy hour, looked around the joint, and didn't take it real well, said the white ministry has gone to hell. Ms. Mills that taught youth Sunday school and 2 deacons in the back room shooting pool was sharing the Lord with the Jim Beam rep who was teaching Ms. Mills some line dance steps. Reverend White was reading from the book of Luke to a tall drunk trucker about to puke, had John 3:16 memorized, trying to dry him out to get him baptized. The evangelist yelled about the lights and the beer, said, White, you can't save any souls in here. This place ain't nothing but a den of sin. Ain't the kind of place Baptists ought to be in. Preacher says, well, we don't really need y'all here. You didn't do a very good job last year. You only saved one sinner. That's Todd McGuire. He's a little sumbitch, set my church on fire. Joe's beer joint has done been revived. Only been here an hour and I done saved 5. Sure, it's got mirrors and a big dance floor, but I finally found the flock God called me for. They're at the First Baptist Bar and Grill. It's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. I'm trying to think, make sure I don't cuss in here, because usually in the show I do.
Yeah.
I know the lyrics. Wine and here's always chill. Oh, yeah. And we're here every Sunday. We're living large. We're the only church with a covered chart. church. And if you don't like our doctrine and think we ain't devout, we'll have our bouncer throw your ass out of the First Baptist Bar and Grill.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. Now, James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on
enough.
the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
There's Jess Hooker. There's Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom, we have a special, very special guest in the studio.
Joining us in the studio, he is a singer, songwriter, let's see what else, guitarist, bus driver, licensed. What's the name of the license you have, Edwin?
I have a CDL.
CDL. It's Edwin McCain. Is this the cover of your new album?
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
It's called Lucky. This is radio, sorry. I just was handed this piece of paper. That's cool. Mr. McCain is on the road. You doing a little solo thing? Is it what's going on?
I'm doing
here?
both. I'm playing some shows, Skokie tomorrow, and then I'm with Lee Bryce playing as a special guest on his Me and My Guitar tour, and then I'm all over.
You got Rockford, Illinois Friday, Council Bluffs, Iowa Saturday, Sunday Minneapolis, and you're driving your truck between all these?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great.
That's the way to go.
I love it. Honestly, I will drive. I just can't do the airports anymore. I'm done. The airports. I'll sit in my car and it's nice.
But you love driving because you do drive this summer. When I saw you were driving the tour bus.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's so.
And that's cool. I mean, if you love driving, which you do. Do you listen to music or tapes or books?
I listen to books on tapes or documentaries or whatever. I don't listen to a lot of music when I drive. I will say this though, I've noticed a trend. Truckers don't respect bus drivers.
Really?
Nah, you don't even. They won't even give you the man nod.
Really?
Bus drivers, I feel like we're second-class citizens in the truck stops. It hurts my feeling a little bit.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just got to be honest with you.
Have you written any songs about driving your bus?
No.
Maybe it's time.
No. I have some shame around that. The truckers have driven that down deep in me. I haven't really processed it all out yet. But I will tell you this. If you want to be by yourself in a truck stop bathroom, just cry out loud in the stall. And they will flee out of that room, and you have it all to yourself. Something about the sound of men's tears is like repellent to truck drivers. I can have that.
Because everything else is game in a truck stop bathroom. I hear a lot of how can I put this coming from a stall of a truck stop? Ethnic arguments.
Oh yeah. As in
foreign language over the phone.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
And they sound like arguments, but it could be just
how are you? Happy Thanksgiving.
Right. But it sounds harsh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been driving your bus for a long time, right?
Yeah, the first bus I ever bought, I was 18, and I bought this old. It was a GMC 4104 that was a former Greyhound bus. It had 2 million miles on it, and this gospel group had it for years, and it was sitting in a cow field when I bought it. And it was funny because on the back of the bus, it said, "God is my pilot." And so cops would come flying up behind me like they were going to pull me over. They get just close enough to read that, and then they peel off. It was like, it was like a magic trick for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You got the thing up and running?
Yeah. It was, it would go 55 miles an hour downhill with the wind behind you. And I never changed the oil. I just added it. 'Cause every 500 miles, you have to add a gallon of oil to this thing. Oh. And, oh God, that was
Did it have a bathroom?
It did. And it would
sing with Edwin, yes.
Yes, let's sing. Which song or which story?
About the new release from Britain.
The new release from
the new album that's just come out by a number of artists.
Huh.
Oh, about AI?
Is it a compilation?
Kate Bush is putting out something.
Kind of.
Here we are. Several British musicians have banded together to release a silent album in protest of plans to let AI use their work.
A silent album.
A silent album.
All right, I want the names of everyone involved so that I can erase them from my...
I think it's an interesting thing.
What if it's Edwin's pet project?
I would tell you right to your face, this is idiotic.
No, but there's a reason I wanted to do this story.
The album is called Is This What We Want?
Oh.
And
Features more than 1,000 musicians.
Doing nothing?
Yes.
Including Kate Bush.
Tom, you can't be for this.
Annie Lennox.
Oh, here's the thing. I was talking to an audiophile friend of mine.
Oh, yes, of course.
And the vinyl version is so much better than the digital version.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
There's a purity to it.
It's warm. Yeah, it's warm.
No, I don't buy that. But no, obviously they're protesting the whole thing with AI, listening to their music and not giving them credit.
So you're just buying a hunk of plastic in a nice sleeve, I hope, or a nice...
What it's doing, it's getting press, so people are talking about the difficulties and the problems with this. But I brought this up. Do you remember why I'm bringing this up?
Why would we?
Edwin talked off the air about a story when you were touring with Collective Soul, and there was an issue with a certain vocalist's ability to sing, and you said you would do it. Do you remember how the story goes?
Yeah, no, Ed had a problem and couldn't play at one of the shows, and I was like, I'll do it.
This is the lead singer of Collective Soul?
And I was like, all right, I can learn enough of the songs, and we'll get through it. I can sing.
Yeah.
If that's what we need to do. And our audience knows us all well enough to where I was like, they'll accept that. I'll never fit into one of his suits. It'd be like fat guy in a little coat, but whatever. But I mean, so I was trying to figure out if I could do it, and then he pulled through, so we were good.
Oh,
we managed
cool.
to pull it off.
But you were talking about this.
Yeah.
And while you were talking about it on the radio, somebody went and using AI, they walked in with what it would sound like. They put Edwin's voice on a Collective Soul song.
Wow.
Oh, gotcha.
Electronically with AI, and you'd never sung it, but it sounded like you were singing it.
And that I'll jump it a little bit past that. I've been getting a lot of offers to buy my publishing catalog, like more than normal. Like the offers kind of ticked up, and I was like, something's going on. And so I started like digging in a little bit. And the reason why is that these publishing companies now, and they're all owned by venture capital groups, they want to buy my publishing because they'll buy it at face value or even a little bit more because the lawsuits that are on the horizon, because they're going to sue these AI companies in perpetuity. And so there's a big lawsuit payoff coming because the AI companies have already cracked the seal and started reaching out to artists to get these blanket approvals to let their AI use what you sound like, what you look like, and all that stuff for these amalgams like that. So technically, if I wanted to, I could go to that AI company that did that thing with my voice on their song, and you'd have a suit because it's according to copyright law, it's an illegal alteration to a copyrighted work.
Yeah. Now, have you been asked to take any of your big hits and turn them into a commercial? I mean, I'll Be is one of my favorite songs of all time.
On the automakers to come with greatest van of your life. It's killing me. I'm like, dude, are you telling me? Being my age, I'd sit in the open door of a minivan and with my whole heart sing greatest van of your life.
You'd take the money, right?
Yes, of course. I have 2 kids. I have one child that wants to go to med school. So listen, I have fatherly stuff I have to do. Ford, Toyota.
Have they ever used one of your songs as it is with your permission?
No.
Because, like, for example, what's the best? Like a Rock, Bob Seger.
Right. Would that be amazing?
Tahoe.
Yeah.
That was great. And that was those were really well done.
A lot of movies. I mean, we have a lot of stuff in movies, but I've never landed like the big commercial. And you know, let me throw this out there into the ether there, Chevy.
Ford,
Kia,
Toyota.
Well, and don't just, it doesn't all have to be cars. I mean, Herbies has the big Montana.
There you go. That's genius.
Or you can find everything you need at Costco on I'll Be.
Yes.
Yeah. You know?
Beautiful.
Right.
Dude,
beautiful.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
This isn't now this thing that the artists are doing for AI.
The 12 tracks consist of recordings.
So they want people to spend money on this.
It gets worse, yeah. It gets worse. The 12 tracks consist of recordings of empty studios and performance spaces.
A room tone.
But it's just all about getting the word out about the difficulties.
They're taking people's money, Tom.
They're going to profit from
this.
And this has nothing to do with consumers.
You know what upsets me? It should be a double album. Because there are so many artists involved.
That's on brand for you. Yeah.
No, it's the whole point is they get publicity because we're talking about it.
Yes, and the profits from the album sales will be donated to the musicians' charity Help Musicians.
Which I wonder what that is.
That helps with substance use disorder.
Oh, okay. So it's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, and what we're doing here, the reason that Edwin McCain stopped by wasn't to promote the fact that he's got a great new album coming out called Lucky, or that he's going to be in Skokie tomorrow.
On it. It has sounds.
Yes. Yeah. Musical instruments actually played by human beings.
That's right.
Skokie tomorrow night. Friday it's Rockford, and then Council Bluffs Saturday, March 1st, and Minneapolis Sunday, March 2nd. Lots of other dates coming up, including Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Is it pronounced Carteret, New Jersey?
Carteret, New Jersey.
I've never been there.
Yeah, I have a huge following in the Carteret, New Jersey Police Department.
What is that near?
It's basically Manhattan.
Don't worry about it.
It's basically Manhattan.
Yeah. Mind your own business.
Yeah. Near Hoboken.
It's good.
Basking Ridge, perhaps. Alexandria, Virginia, Sellersville, Pennsylvania, with Mr. Edwin McCain. And Edwin is here today to try to get someone to buy the rights to one of his great songs and turn them into a commercial for whatever. We've done a really good job, I think. Can we come back with a song with one of your real tunes?
Yes.
I would certainly look forward to that.
Not that the song you played earlier wasn't a real tune.
Yeah.
Didn't I say another one?
No, he was implying the selling of it.
Oh. Yeah, I was, I don't.
It's vanity. The next song you play, can it be a real one?
I mean, can you do a song like you care about music? Put something into it.
How come I'm the bad guy here?
Hey, will you play a song like English is your first language? With some enthusiasm.
Hey, where's Carteret located, Ed? What kind of a question is that?
I'm trying to help people that live near there.
Well, help the people. Don't put
Send them
Edwin on
money.
the spot about where's Carteret.
He's driving there. He better know where it is.
Look at him. He's a rock star. He barely knows where Trenton is.
I'm not kidding. No,
so when you're on the road in your bus, you said you like to read. You like to.
When you drive the bus, you like to
listen to books. See, I don't like to read when I drive, especially traffic signs. Pat will tell you, I tend to lose track, drive by things.
Almost hit a deer.
Yeah, as Chick McGee once said, those signs are just some guy's opinion.
No,
I'm not going to get off here. When we come back, we'll get to that. But right now,
PrizePicks, the second half of the basketball season is here in the NBA, and March Madness is bearing down on us.
March Madness or month after February craziness?
Oh, that's right.
No, we can't say that word.
You're exactly right. Yes, that's right. The month before April is going to be nuts.
Yes, so personality disorder March.
PrizePicks has over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. The app is so simple to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection. You could win up to 1,000 times your money. And don't miss your chance to cash in at the league's best fight for playoff positioning. Join PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Available to play in more than 40 states, including California and Texas. Download the PrizePicks app today and use the code TOM and get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on PrizePicks. $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you get $50 in bonus credit just for playing, guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We're coming right back. Hanging out with artist Edwin McCain. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We wrote a 10-minute song about Chick capping the oil spill.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Anybody want to hear this?
Yeah.
What now?
I don't.
No, I'm puzzled. Chick McGee capping the oil spill?
Yeah, we just thought up a stupid little song. The problem is you got to get somebody to be able to go down that deep.
Right.
It's humanly impossible
I've been down
for
80
to do that.
I've been down 80 feet.
So the first part of the song has to do with getting Chick's blood pressure down enough to where we can get him down.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My impending death. This is hilarious. Go.
There we go.
Yeah.
This may not be funny. I don't know.
Well, that's all right. So
You
far,
couldn't measure Chick's blood pressure. It was 20/10 or less. Chick had been married about 13 times. He'd fought the IRS. Chick was immune to pressure. His heart would barely beat. And the question was, could Chick McGee go down 5,000 feet?
I don't know. All right.
Get my bearings.
Fair enough.
Chick scuba dived for sucking treasure and sold the gold he'd found. And one day Chick bought a submarine. He could take it a mile down. Wasn't any telling how far down Chick would dive. Would it go down to the bottom, and would Chick still survive? Christy, don't move the paper while I'm saying.
I was trying to help.
Could Chick cap off an oil spell? We'd have to oil spell. Can I do that
oil
again?
spill.
Could Chick cap off an oil spill? We'd have to wait and see. He'd pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despise BP. Now you can hurry him. Wouldn't want to do it quicker. Chick would pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despised BP because the BP station had a guy with a mullet and an Aussie satin coat who'd stand in the road and yelling at cars trying to sell some stupid boat.
that guy. Donnie Baker, yeah.
Chick stopped the spill in about 10 minutes and came back up for air. Then he closed the hatch down one more time and drove it back down there. And Chick mooned Donnie Baker on the BP camera a mile down at sea. And Barack Obama, that's what's known as audacity. So don't tell me about audacity. Let's find somebody who can whip the ass of somebody at BP. Don't tell me about audacity. Yeah, show me a man that's smart and gracious, a man that's sort of spacious. The man who defines audacious. Chick McGee. The song would have been better if Christy had moved the paper quicker.
Yeah, I have to blame Christy.
I apologize. Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
And you're strapping on a guitar. And now, what, are you going to play your new one here?
No, I'll play a new one.
Okay.
I'm not like Haywood. I can't write a song about 2 minutes, but...
I don't know, but you had a really good one you played last time I really liked. There we go. That's working.
Wayne had a wreck with a big old buzz. And you couldn't tell what kind of car that was. He rolled it in a field where he turkey hunts. That's 4 total cars in the past 6 months. But Wayne must not have learned his lesson yet. He just stuck a handicap tag on a black Corvette. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette? Colostomy bag and the cast is still wet. A shattered left leg with his neck in a brace. Wayne's trying to get to heaven in a high-speed chase. He's squealing tires and won't turn around. Got on a damp diaper and a hospital gown. Doing 120 in black fiberglass. Got a nurse on call and a cop up his ass. On 14 prescriptions for a compacted desk. Wayne's doctor's worried and his wife is pissed. And the news chopper chasing him up in the air. Wayne could give a damn about Obamacare. And his Allstate agent's getting all upset. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette?
Amen.
Let's do the big Bruce Springsteen in it.
Tim Wilson.
The airport has got like magical powers. The airport's the only place where like you could be on the floor eating a salad and somebody will come up to you and ask you to watch their most precious things. You know, like, can you watch my back and my kid? Name A. Jackson, you know, slot 32B or whatever, and you just go find your car. And I went there, and, you know, 29, 30, 31, and then there's no 32. It just started with another rental car. It's like, I know I can't ask, like, where's 32 after 31, because they might not let you take the car, you know? Eventually, I went and asked, I was like, hey, ma'am, there's no 32. There's just budget. And she goes, oh, we merged with budget, so that's an Avis car, so just take that. I should have just taken the car on the off chance that there was a corporate takeover. I wasn't. And then maybe drive to somebody's house and break in and go to bed and hope it's an Airbnb. What are you talking about? Like, the Olympics are my favorite 4 years. It's because they give that stat every 4 years about how many condoms they hand out at Olympic Village. This year, we gave away 618,000 condoms at Olympic Village, and every time I hear that stat, I'm like, why? Those are our best people. What if we told that kid would be perfect? It'd be good on the land and the sea. It'd be like a first human Range Rover. What do we... How about we start handing out condoms at Storage Wars meet and greets? I'm a basketball fan, and they said, like, if everything works out perfectly in the next 3 years, LeBron James and his son will be in the NBA at the same time. I was like, no, that's cool. But then I did a little math of my own, and I figured out that in 6.5 years,
also, if you get time, check out our pop-up store on our website. This is the last day it'll be open with some cool T-shirts, etc.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello. A very special day. A kind of a surprise for us. A nice surprise, Tom. Wouldn't you agree?
Singer, songwriter Edwin McCain is in the studio with us. We've promised we'd let him play a song. We've been torturing him with questions, but I do have a couple more. We were talking about if you were thinking of ever selling any of your big hits for a commercial, and you said absolutely you would do it. Have any of your big songs ever been recorded in foreign languages?
That's a good question. I don't know that they have. I mean, I'm sure there is a lot of piracy that goes on out there that you never hear about until later, but no, not yet. I don't think. But I do get a lot. Like, so I get a detailed report of all the places where you get streams, and it's kind of crazy because I had to look a few of the places up. I was like, I don't even know where that is.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's cool. I mean, formerly the only way we would know is we had these detailed reports called broadcast data systems that would monitor the radio stations, and but now it's all.
You can tell where everything comes.
Computers
Who's
show us
listening?
where everything is, and we count up our little half a penny.
I mean, there are always bands they'll be huge in one country and not necessarily their home country.
Well, the Philippines were crazy. Like for me, I honestly, Albi is sung so much at karaoke, the Filipinos call it the second Filipino national anthem.
Wow. Have you ever played over there?
Yes.
How'd that go?
We played at a 20,000 seat arena in Manila, and it was crazy but I very quickly realized it's not really me they love the song, and so it was an awkward hour and 15 minutes until I got to the song. And what I should have done is just walked in there and sung the song 15 times in a row, and they would have been happy with that. They literally, or I could have just brought people up to sing it with me.
Oh, yeah.
15 times in a row. Next time I go back over there, that's all I'm doing. I'm just going to have a karaoke time with me and my song.
The Albi tour.
Have you ever done Albi at karaoke?
I did one time in New Jersey, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
And I snuck in there with some friends, and I put my name in the hat, and I got up there and I sang my song at karaoke, and the guy that was running the karaoke was like, "That was okay, not as good as the original guy."
That is fantastic. You feel like playing something? What do you want to do?
I'll do another one from the new album, Lucky. One more day above the dirt, doing what I love. Yeah, I get paid, but I don't call it work. My cup is half full of your loving tonight. The new strings on my old guitar. Friends in my backyard all say that I must know how to play my cards. But some guys just get lucky all the time. After time, I've been coming up aces. I don't know what I did to be living the way I do. Every day is a roll of the dice. I wind up on the sunny side. Coffee on the table, roof over my head. Dog at my feet, my girl in my bed. Some guys can't catch a break if they tried. Some guys just get lucky all the time. Fresh cut grass is looking green. I ain't looking over fences. The Joneses keeping up with me. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, some guys just get lucky all the time. After time, I've been coming up aces. I don't know what I did to be living the way I do. Every day is a roll of the dice. I wind up on the sunny side. Coffee on the table, roof over my head. Dog at my feet, my girl in my bed. Some guys can't catch a break if they try, but some guys just get lucky all the time. One more day above the dirt is way more than I deserve. Someone up there loves me. Whatever I'm doing's working. Time after time, I've been coming up aces. I don't know what I did to be living the way I do. Every day is a roll of the dice. Wind up on the sunny side. Coffee on the table, roof over my head. Dog at my feet, my girl in my bed. Some guys can't catch a break if they try. Some guys just get lucky all the time. Lucky all the time.
Some guys just get lucky all the time.
Yeah, Edwin McCain. He's got a new project on the way out. That's one of the great songs from that. We're going to force him to sing more. In just a few minutes, we have time to squeeze in one important news story, and I do mean important. Pick any one of them. It's Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have you got over there?
A new survey reveals people's so-called bedroom boundaries. The poll of 2,000 sexually active adults found that nearly 55% of people think porn should be banned when a relationship gets serious.
How much? 55%?
That's high.
Huh. That's way high, don't you think?
So, are there 5% more women out there than...
Oh, right.
Do you think it's most often women objecting to the porn?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Not always, but of course, but most often.
Most agreed, 80%.
No, do you want to speak for all women?
Not really, but I will.
Are you a fan of erotic videos?
They have a place. Yeah. I mean, I don't partake.
When you're in a serious relationship, do you want no porn to be viewed by the other person?
Oh no, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever he's into, leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. No, kidding. 80% agreed that reading erotica is fair game, as is masturbating or using sex toys and dancing with someone else.
So see,
what?
Again, I think this is male and female. A lot of women are fine with the reading and the toys.
I don't know.
I don't like this world anymore.
Yeah. But, don't you think this is like
dancing with somebody else?
Yeah, dancing with someone else. That's okay or it's not okay?
I think more women would say it's okay for them to dance with another guy than it is for a guy to have his girlfriend dance with another guy.
No way. That's cheating.
Especially
I can dance with I can dance with other guys. He can't dance with other girls.
Well, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Well, this is why they did the survey.
A lot of girls dance together. So
I think
That's true.
I
That is true.
think a lot of girls think that way.
I
What
do.
Just said.
Because I don't trust other women. It's not him, it's her.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
But no, when I'm in a relationship, I don't watch any.
No.
You don't watch any porno?
No. Adult films.
Sorry, whatever you want to call them.
Half of those surveyed said that they would confront their partner for having pictures with an ex on their phone or on social media.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
You get that almost every day, don't you?
Not quite fast.
So when they said this, they did this survey of people that were sexually active.
Yeah,
They weren't active during the questionnaire.
No, they were going at it. Hey, let me ask you a couple questions.
Hey, can I stop you for a second? Hold on.
Would you mind stopping? I'm trying to
take an
I'm doing a survey here.
Well, you're going to have to stop asking. Well, yeah, because I'm trying to examine it. I love that.
That's a great joke.
I love that.
A couple of behaviors that could make or break a relationship include harmless flirting and watching porn.
Dating someone else.
Having another wife.
Okay. Coming up, by the way, that reminds me, it'll be a sexy time with Alli Breen on the Ace Cosby joke of the day, all on the way. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning. Howdy. Great. Holmes. Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy. Holmes. Sherlock. Holmes. John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry. Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the jokes, the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the third radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to
Tom sits in a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff, with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr.
Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach. How are things going on at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Dow. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Dow.
It's located, of course, in Turn 1.
It's right there in Turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Tiger Don Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Q95 midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started.
Bob's getting gray.
Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but last night.
When you
you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
That makes him sound somewhat juvenile. So let's withdraw that comment.
How's that feel?
We'll move forward. Coming up, we got some cool tickets for you. And that would include this stuff. Oh.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's, for the love of it, there's Ace Cosby.
Hello.
That joke of the day coming down the pike. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And we have a special guest, Tom.
We're hanging out with Edwin McCain. He's a great singer, very fine songwriter, guitarist, bus driver.
We have another email.
Former smoker. You mentioned your great song about your sax player. Is it Craig?
Craig.
He smoked Cool Milds.
Yeah.
What was your brand, may I ask?
I was a Marlboro Light guy.
Marlboro Light.
Okay. I smoked Marlboro Reds for a minute, and then that's stupid.
Hard pack or soft pack?
Hard pack.
Oh.
Do the lights come in a hard pack as well?
Yeah. They did.
In the box? Okay. You're getting kind of romantically.
I miss them.
What was the cigarette that had the capsule in it that would make it a menthol?
It was called a Camel Crush.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I had a friend who smoked those.
We had a lot of those.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
so it was.
There was a tiny capsule in it.
And you could, you would, it was down by the filter. And if you wanted a menthol cigarette, you just popped it and you could feel it like burst.
And that released the fiberglass. Whatever makes a menthol.
Yeah.
I don't remember
the 90s, don't we?
Those were really big in college.
There were a lot of things in the 90s that I missed.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
And there was they were going to ban menthol cigarettes, and then that got caught up in all kinds of stuff a couple years ago. So they're still out there. Interesting. But I bring it up because Edwin has a great song that has references, of course, Cool Milds. But right now we're going to do do Edwin a little bit of a favor.
Oh.
But what do you have?
I have an email, Dear Bob and Tom Show. Once again, this covers the topic that I love to cover on our emails. My older friend, that is a pot dealer, had an alligator back in the 80s.
Wow.
This was in Ohio. Also, I'd like to hear Vacationing Christy and the Dickie Dick Brothers.
Oh, he's got a handful of requests there.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of.
So we should explain to our guest.
The pot dealer had albino. What was it?
Skunk.
Albino skunk. That's right. It was all white. Oh. Yeah. Another pot dealer had an albino skunk.
There seems to be a connection between sort of illegal pot dealers and exotic pets. I don't know.
They're just easier to find, I guess, when they're albino.
Yeah.
And I guess the pot dealers don't have a lot to do all day, so they want to.
Have you been in the situation where you're in the car and you smell what you think is marijuana, and you look and there's nobody around?
Yeah, in Denver, the entire city of Denver.
Yeah, but I was on a country road this morning driving in, and I was like, "How can I smell weed if there's not?" It was a skunk. It was just a skunk.
Oh yeah.
Like you forget that that's the smell.
That's some good. That's some good weed.
Skunk weed.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
I wonder where he bought it.
Yeah.
Johnny, probably from Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Edwin, you're a clean liver.
Everybody has a story about their pot dealer and a weird animal. I'm telling you, this is gonna catch America by storm, and the world.
You're a clean living guy.
Yeah. So,
but there was a time.
No, I was living a colorful lifestyle before that.
And I'm not going to probe into that. But was there ever an exotic animal involved in any of your transactions?
That's a good question. I don't. No, I never went to their house.
Oh, okay.
But I will say this, though. I did call my dealer right before I went to rehab because I felt bad because he was going to be losing so much money. And I felt like I needed to, like, give him, I felt bad to give him a heads up. I was like, your financial situation is about to change, sir. And I called him. I was like...
And he was upset, probably.
No, I said, hey, man, I was like, look, I just wanted, I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm checking in to rehab tomorrow. And he goes, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
The dealer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I was like, well, there's my final sign.
Yeah.
If there was any reservations that this is a good idea, that was it.
You do the full 2.8, the 28?
No, I did 120 days at a place called Talbot. Oh, I needed it, every bit of it, every second of it.
Well, good for you, man.
That was good. It was good. I'm going to go back eventually. I loved it. I had a great time.
Did you have your guitar with you at least?
I did, and I would play occasionally, but then
that's where he kept his drugs.
Yeah. No, we had it was a great time. I was in there. Had a lot of fun experiences. It's the only place in the world where you can see people gathered around a TV watching a high-speed car chase. And it's their chase. I walked up on the TV one day, a bunch of people watching this Corvette like being chased by cops. And I was like, what are y'all doing? Watching my chase.
Wow. Yeah. You got a song that you did, I think one of the first times you were in here that I always loved. About solitude.
Oh yeah, that was the very first time I walked.
That's a great song. Yeah, and that's kind of you've kind of your whole attitude about that has kind of shifted over the years.
Yeah, truly, because when I wrote it, I was all like, defending my friend that got stuck in a rehab, and now as a parent, I'm defending his mom for sticking him in the rehab. And I'm like, that was a good call. Should have stayed longer.
Okay. Should we get one of the classics out of our guests? What do you think?
Happy to do it.
Okay.
It's like the very first time I walked in here. I played Solitude, Timby was a good friend, was a brother of mine. We were imaginary comic book superheroes, kids wasting time. We were prisoners of our youth, we were growing up strong, until that day was taken away. Something he did wrong. All right. Tim came around just the other day. Boy, he had some stories to tell. See, his mama kept him locked up in a rehab, though the doctor said he was well. Say, yeah, I've been through the anger and the hatred towards my mom. Behind me, just tell me what was it like to go to your prom. And he said, thank you, Mom, for fixing my clouded, broken mind. Excuse me if I seem a little rude. While I was missing my childhood, my brother and my prime, enjoyed the convenience of my solitude. And well, growing up these days just ain't easy. And the kids, they're doing the best that they can. So, mama, you better think twice before you lock your kid up, throw away the keys. Soon your little boy left town just yesterday. He left me with these words. Said, yeah, I know this life's got a lot to give, but my childhood is gone, and I'm not afraid of dying. Gonna grab this world by the horns and learn how to live. He said, thank you, Mom, for fixing my clouded, broken mind. Excuse me if I seem a little rude. While I was missing my childhood, my brother and my prime. You enjoyed the convenience of my solitude. 24 months of solitude. Can forgive you for the solitude.
Yeah. Edwin McCain, one of the first tunes he ever played for us so many years ago. That's still
95.
Great song. Great song.
Walked in the door in 95, a long time ago. Golly.
You got me on that.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Take that, fun day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have asked for the one that just shuts the show down. Yeah. I mentioned I went to see you this summer. You were touring with Hootie and the Blowfish, Collective Soul. That was such a great show. And as you mentioned earlier, sometimes some of the folks don't remember exactly who you are. And then you go into this one song and everyone's, oh my God, you get people gasping, God, I love this song. And then it ends and everyone's kind of, they want to start sobbing.
I've been blamed for the population explosion too. Like I got a bunch of people in my comment section who's like, I had to pay 18 years of child support thanks to you. And I realized I started thinking about it. So many people use my songs in weddings that just statistically I lost half my audience to divorce.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, I still get Edwin.
Yeah.
You can't go to the shows anymore.
I have these awkward moments where it's like, that was me and my ex-wife's song. And I was like, so sorry?
Yeah, what are you supposed to say?
I don't know. I never know how to gauge that one.
How awkward. Mr. McCain is on tour. And a couple stops coming up immediately, pretty much. Skokie, Illinois, tomorrow. Then it's Rockford, Illinois, Friday. Council Bluffs, Iowa, Saturday. Minneapolis on Sunday. Go see him live and in person for some great stuff. Coming up, we have a little thing we call Sexy Time with Alli Breen. We're going to ask Mr. McCain to sit in.
What kind of party is this?
Yeah,
it's a party.
On the off chance that we can embarrass him further. But right now, it's time to check in with Mr. McGee once again.
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. Every 26 seconds, a burglary takes place in the United States. That's according to the FBI. That means by the time today's show ends, dozens of homes will have been targeted. Protect your home before it's too late with Simply Safe's proactive security system. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Show and use it in our studios. Traditional security systems only take action after somebody's already broken in, and that is too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection can help prevent break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If somebody's lurking around or acting suspiciously, agents see and talk to them in real time. Activate spotlights, even contact the police, all before they have the chance to get inside your home. There's no long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start at about $1 a day, 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back, and Simply Safe named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report 5 years in a row. Call to simplysafetom.com to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you, Chickster. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Well, no, Tim has his guitar out. Are you going to
I hate Florida.
Why?
Well,
you're from Georgia. That's why.
Georgia people hate Florida. Why? Because we grew up our whole lives wanting to go to Florida. Put a float on top of the car. Oh, my God, we're going to Florida. Drive 4 hours. Get there. Do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be near the water. Then they're $400. Okay? No, we don't want to be near the water. We want to sit in a hot-ass asphalt parking lot with a float on top of the car and finish up these pecan logs we got in Valdosta. So then a hurricane comes. They evacuate back to Georgia. Oh, my God, do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be away from the water.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
You live in New York now.
I live in New York now.
You like the city? Where do you? Are you in Manhattan, Brooklyn? Where are you?
I was in Harlem for a very long time, and I've been on the Lower East Side for like 4 years now. So I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people talk crap about New York around the country. Sometimes we're kind of like I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was in this taxi, and he asked me where I was from. I said New York. And I mean, he gasped so loud it almost startled the horse. And he was like, I hear New York is filled with crime. And I was like, you know what I've heard about Chattanooga? Nothing. When my agent said I had a gig in Chattanooga, I Googled what country is Chattanooga in, and then I fired my agent.
And you're also an actor. We didn't really talk much about that, but
I know no one's talking about it these days.
You said you just did something. I didn't. What was it again?
Well, I had an audition many years ago for Game of Thrones, and I remember I walked in the room. I was ready to go. And the director said to me, first, we need to see you in your underwear. Which is not what I was expecting, so I put my underwear back on. I've been an actor, I mean, longer than I've been a comedian. I've shared the stage with some people who have gone on to become huge real estate agents. I had one small part in Law and Order. I played Ice-T's waiter. And to prepare for the role, I actually became a waiter for 12 years.
You're a method.
Yeah, very method. I'm the Daniel Day-Lewis of Applebee's.
That is.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
I love it when you do that.
And I know you do. And then here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hello. We're hanging out with Edwin McCain, a distinguished recording artist, as well as a distinguished a musician. And
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, cool guy. Lots of stories. Drives his own bus. I think is awesome.
Ever done any acting, Edwin? No, not interested.
Actually, well, I'll tell you, I did. I was in some kind of a tiny spot in a film called The Last Confederate, where I was supposed to have a northern accent, and I didn't do it well enough. They had to overdub me. So that was my one moment. I had a reality TV show about fixing up boats. So I guess that's as close as you come to acting.
Nice.
Cool.
That's cool. Right now, we are going to hook up via satellite with Alli Breen. She's back in New York City. I recognize the painting behind you.
Yep.
Last time we talked to you, you were actually painting your new condo in Florida.
Yes. Yeah, I got most of it done, but I still have to go back and do more.
Okay. Well, we have a guest in the studio, singer-songwriter Edwin McCain, who has an opportunity here to be very quiet or jump right in. So we'll see. Once again, these are letters from people having love trouble. We're
Actual letters from actual listeners.
Yes. Let's see what we can find out. Alli, what have you got?
Dear Allie, every time I go downstairs on my lady, she showers or cleans up right before I do it. The thing is, I'm into the natural smells and tastes, and I just want to go right in after she's come home for work or the gym. She's way too self-conscious and recently just ordered a bidet. This is killing me. What can I do?
Oh, boy. If you've told her and she doesn't want to accommodate, I don't know what to do in this case.
As much as you would like her to respect your wishes about it being funky, you need to respect her wishes that she doesn't want it that way.
Right. Boy. What's a happy medium here?
Look at me actually offering advice.
I don't know, maybe rehearsing on a tennis shoe.
That's been dragged through a cow pasture.
Yeah, she could toss him some socks or something to inhale before going down.
I think he just has to do some kind of romantic tackle.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, interceptor.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to get there if she's self-conscious and worried about it.
Right, exactly.
Period.
The irony of you talking about that with the dude wipes in front of you is not escaping.
Hit it with it. Yeah, you could. Well, she'd probably notice that, wouldn't she? If you started wiping her down.
No, but he wants just the opposite.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When she comes in, you're going to have to do the.
He wants it funky.
Maybe not straight from work or the gym. Maybe shower when you come home and then wait 4 or 5 hours. There's a little, but not a full day's worth.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if she would allow that.
I don't know.
Just date night. Go to dinner, movie. You're sitting in your,
Sounds to me like she goes into the bathroom and no
don't let her.
No, have you ever? I wonder if he's ever tried it with. Maybe there's a reason.
Oh, yeah. Maybe careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
You don't know how bad it gets.
Be so powerful.
You don't know how bad it gets.
Yeah.
That's the solution, though. If she just does it once, then he'll be like, ooh, all right, I'm good.
Okay.
Like the first time.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Star-Kissed. I didn't realize.
Let it go for a week. 10 days. Woo!
Kind of like the first time I did laundry at our house and never been asked to do that again.
For a second, I thought you were going to do a timely Roberta Flack. The first time ever. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Alli Breen is our guest. You can reach her, ALLIBREEN, on your favorite social media platform or on OnlyFans at ALLIB. Alli, what do you got?
Dear Allie, I met a guy at the gym and then I ran into him at a bar 2 nights later. We hung out, we had a lot of fun. Then I ran into him again grocery shopping and he joked that I had to let him take me out because it's clearly meant to be. We've now been dating for months, and he's awesome. I posted some pictures online a couple times, and recently his ex got in touch with me and asked if he kept showing up in places I was when we first met. I said yes, and then she ghosted me. My friends say it sounds like he put a tracker or something on my car. What do I do about this? Do I ask him? And if he did that, is it sweet or crazy?
I don't know if he did a tracker, but I don't know. How did he find you at the grocery store? That is weird.
Yeah, they can throw
And it sounds like he did that previously.
in the
Is this
wheel
his
well of
move?
your car. Yeah.
Like it's destiny. Now you have to date.
No, but I think apparently that's his MO.
You know, one man's stalking's another man's courting.
Yeah.
Am I right on this, Josh?
There is a fine line between
thoughtfulness,
stick-to-itiveness.
Boy, he's a real
restraining order.
Yeah.
He's a real go-getter.
Yeah, sometimes they're not always chance encounters. I recommend the movie Body Heat.
I don't like that he said, "Oh, it must be fate,"
Yeah.
when clearly it wasn't.
Right.
But if you like him and it's working out, then forget about it. Don't bring it up.
Yeah,
worry about it.
There's maybe something to that.
Yeah.
Why didn't the ex give her a little more information?
You know, that tells me that the ex is genuine.
Yeah, that's true.
She just wanted to know and then got out.
Yeah.
You know, it's right now is the golden age of stalking. These
they got it easy, don't they?
The technology's never been better.
Yeah, when I was in high school, you had to park outside her house.
Yeah.
You had to
you had to break. You had to,
church every week.
You had to bust one of her tail lights so you could follow the car like in Chinatown.
You had to hang out a pizza joint
surprising
she
more
went
people
to.
don't do this kind of thing. It's too easy. Like if you wanted to track somebody, you could track anybody at this point.
Those
You can
Apple
plug in
things,
video
man.
cameras.
They are. You drop them into a purse so easily and just wander around waiting for. Okay, never mind.
Okay, well, thank you. It's interesting.
That someone would find though pretty quickly. Like the thing that you're talking about on a car, that can be easily undetected, and you can take it off before someone notices.
Yeah, I don't usually go underneath there.
About the only thing Apple hasn't done with that little tracker, it looks like a luggage tag, is they haven't magnetized it so it can fit.
Yeah, you're right.
But I say that, and I bet there are cases that you put it in that are magnets.
There are I was just talking to a cop about this over the weekend.
Our
There
dog
are
tag
ways to do it.
has one.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. Good luck to her.
Yeah, bye,
Dear
John.
Allie, my boyfriend keeps wanting me to make a sex video just for us. I'm worried it'll somehow get out, A, and I doubt that I'd look sexy on camera in the middle of the winter with no tan or workout routine, B. I told him we'll do it on vacation this summer, so I don't sound like a total party pooper and just keep putting it off. But do you think he'll be mad if I say I don't want to do it then? What should I do?
He might not be thrilled that you don't want to do it then.
It's gonna get out.
No, that's not true. I do not think that's the case.
I'm sorry. I agree with Tom. I think the latest studies show 2% of adult videos made in a casual atmosphere, like Alli described, 2% don't get out.
Boy, that's the thing. You can't really record it on your phone because you can't always control what gets taken from your phone. You're going to have to go old school.
Or if you just don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do
it. No, you have to do it. Now, here's the deal.
I mean, you can put a bag over your head so you can have a little bit of a,
Oh, one of those wrestling masks, the Mexican wrestling mask.
So you can have liability. That's not me. That's someone else.
Yeah, you could come up with names for each other. Like, I'm the Chupacabra.
I'm Snacho Libre.
Oh, I like that. What if he likes the bag over the head so much it becomes a regular thing?
Yeah.
Hey,
I like this.
Hey, honey, either go to the dentist or put his bag over your face.
Well, then you don't have to worry about tan.
But you know what? Next time you can use paper because you look like you're having some trouble
breathing. I say don't do it.
Bring in a play-by-play guy to be in the room with him.
Yes, the obvious answer, if you're not comfortable with it at all, don't do it. Yeah. But I do want to speak to, you had A and B. B, where you don't feel like you're tan enough and you don't feel like you would look sexy on video. Guys, he wouldn't ask you to do it if he didn't think you were sexy. So don't. I know it's hard, but don't think that way.
Did you see the dog Josh has in one of his videos? Good Lord!
And ask his best friend who's going to show it to if he likes tan lines. No,
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Don't do
Is there a chance it's just for him, or you think he's going to show at least one friend?
He's going to show it.
No, I do think there's a chance it's just for him, but things can happen.
It could leak. It could leak out.
But there are guys who do enjoy showing videos of their girls.
Absolutely.
I bet there are.
I've been in green rooms with comedians that just, hey, did you see this?
They do.
Yeah. Oh, 100% with me.
With you, it's really interesting because
To clarify, you're not in the video.
No, I'm not in the video.
Sorry.
It's like a hookup from the weekend before.
Yes,
in a
they
different
want-
town or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Alli. Alli shows me her videos
all the time.
So sorry.
So proud.
There was a time, and you know the comedian, I'd seen his penis more than I see mine. Hey,
yeah.
Get a load of this. I don't want to. Oh, my God. Yeah. I didn't know she could do that. Yeah.
In New York, it was a big thing when guys were starting out because they were getting more girls than they've ever gotten. And so they really were genuinely like, oh my God, look at this. Like, look at this girl I got. It happened all the time. Yeah.
It sounds like they're on a hunting trip. Look at this deer I got.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, girl. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's move on. We're talking with Alli Breen, ALLIBREEN. Please, you can ask your questions on her favorite social media platform or yours. What have you got, Alli?
Wait, I have one other question in regards to that for the guys. If you had a choice of looking at yourself having sex with your girlfriend or porn, would people use their own sex tape to get off?
I've always assumed they do. I would rather watch other people.
That's crazy.
But not with your girlfriend, though.
Right.
But they have the lighting. They have, hopefully there's a plot point.
I think it's actually it's making the video, not watching the video again. That's the sexy part, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
probably.
See all that razor rash and stuff. It's like, oh man, there's way better, quality porn.
That's what it looks like?
I don't like
we
that
should
angle.
never do this again.
I've got to pay attention.
Okay. Well, let's move on. What do we got next?
Dear Alli, my husband and I have good friend couples that we double date with. The other night we went out with one of our friend couples and they invited two couples they know.
Here we go.
We had an absolute blast and we all decided to do it again.
Yeah.
Then we just got an invitation turning out that everyone at the table swings and next week they're getting together for a swing party and wanted to see if we wanted to join. I want to go, but my wife thinks it might set a weird dynamic that we'll never be able to come back from.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, of course.
I think it could. She's absolutely right. But yeah, if she doesn't want to do it, you can't do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We accidentally went to a swinger party one time.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was an after party and
it was a
friend of mine's house.
Did he after party?
Yeah, well, he's European. Let's put it that way.
All right.
And he opened up the door in his bikini briefs and went, "Welcome to my orgy." And you can see, behind him, there was some fanny tag stuff going on. And my wife turns to me and she goes, "Yeah, we're leaving." And I was like, but honey, it's an orgy. It's an orgy.
It's weird to leave an orgy with
That's what I say. And she goes, "How do you know it's me they're interested in?" And I was like, that is a good point you are making, ma'am.
And she was probably right. Yeah.
So we
Edwin, was it Bad Bunny? If it was, you have to tell us.
It's not.
Oh, what a great story.
It's an orgy.
What an adorable way to invite people or greet people. Welcome to our orgy.
He was really happy about it. I got to be honest with you. There was a big smile on his face.
I might be inclined to join an orgy.
Yeah.
It sounds more welcoming and fun.
It sounds fun.
Right?
Yeah.
It sounds like something you'd see in Switzerland. It came with Danish or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it rhymes with corgi. Maybe that's why. What?
Do you have to participate in an orgy or swinging, or can you just hang out in the background, cheer other couples on? Do you know what I mean? Are they doing this in front of everyone, or is it go to your own room with another wife?
Ace?
Go to a sex club, you can watch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, you can actually just watch?
I
and
thought
no one
they
gets
frowned
upset?
on that sort of thing.
I would think so.
Is the cover less if you just watch? Or is it?
Well, you get a wristband.
Oh, okay.
And
you're a member.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Wow.
It should be free cover if you're participating.
We have time for one more letter, Alli.
Dear Alli, my friend is getting divorced and already bringing his new girlfriend around to dinners and events. I'm still friends with his ex, so I kind of feel bad being nice to his new girlfriend, but also she's pretty awesome. His ex keeps trying to bleed me for information and clearly wants me to say negative stuff, and I just don't know what to do. Should I tell him that he should keep his new girl on the down low until the actual divorce, or just try to stay totally out of it?
Yeah, I would stay totally out of it. It sounds like you're being a good person, a nice person.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like the ex is not being a good person.
Yeah, don't feed into any of that. Yeah.
Don't say stuff like, I can't believe she's that intelligent, that wonderful, and that
Right.
good looking.
Yeah, I can't believe he got such an amazing girl.
Wow.
I think she's a gymnast.
I wouldn't. Stay neutral.
Okay. Alli Breen is our guest. Alli, are you doing some work this weekend in New York?
Yes, yeah, I'll be in New York. I'll be at the Comic Strip and at the Ned Hotel.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
The Ned Hotel? That sounds
The Ned
cool.
Hotel. They do a Friday night comedy show at this little boutique hotel in the city. So it's usually pretty fun.
Okay, I just did a time check. We actually have time for one more letter. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Oh, perfect.
What do you got over there?
Dear Alli, about 2 years ago, I went on a few dates with a female coworker. Then she met another guy, rejected me, and ghosted me. I was hurt and upset by this, but I moved on. Now, 2 years later, she got broken up with and is starting to message me and show interest again. She had ghosted me and made no effort to contact me and even remained friends in the last 2 years, so I don't really trust her, and I don't know if I want to be a rebound guy. But I still see her regularly at work. Do I try to make this into a situation or try to rekindle our romance or quit my job completely? What should I do?
That last option seems very extreme.
Quit my job completely and burn the place down.
Run away from her.
What's going on there?
I love your cats.
I'd say that she
They're going crazy in the background.
she had
going nuts right now.
She had her chance. I would not follow through with that.
Good for you, Josh. Have some respect, young man.
Tell her she had her chance.
Oh, okay, so they never hooked up.
Sounds like I did.
Were they a couple before, and then she broke up? Is what I thought.
She
happened.
ghosted him.
No, I'd be like, welcome home, baby. I am that shallow, 100%.
I knew it.
I would say until I turned about 38, I would have been the same way too, and that's just an arbitrary age for me. It had nothing to do with the fact that that's the year that Michelle got back together. Never mind.
There's just going to be more drama because it's not going to work out. So if you're in for just a few fun nights.
You never know. Maybe she learned her lesson.
True,
Maybe she's mature.
And if she's threatening to quit her job, that's...
She sounds needy. She has to have somebody.
That's
welcome home, baby.
Okay, there we go. On that note, we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much, Alli.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Alli.
Bye, Alli.
Okay.
Bye. See you.
Time to check in with Mr. McGee.
Yes, and Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and it is a season of love. It's time to acknowledge love languages, and there's one we can all agree on, the love of sound, right? And music. Don't you love that? Discover true love's perfect pair. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds. Yeah, okay. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds are your perfect partner for the gym, work, phone calls. Premium audio goes where you go. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and at this price point, active noise cancellation. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And a variety of vibrant colors: royal blue, blush violet, forest green, limited edition collector color, rose gold. And if you don't love them, they have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get up to 20% off site-wide. You'll get up to 20% off everything on Raycon's website, including 20% off all headphones, too, when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you, Chick McGee. Once again, Edwin McCain on tour, Skokie, Illinois, tomorrow evening, then Rockford Friday, Council Bluffs, Iowa Saturday, Minneapolis on Sunday. While I'm at it, Willie G and Tommy Brennan tonight. Zanies in Nashville. We have our pop-up store active. Today is the last day. You can see some cool shirts, including that special charity shirt for the Stead Family Children's Hospital. Today is our last day, so check it out at our website, bobandtom.com. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here's what people don't understand
go
about
on.
the Bob and Tom Show.
I get to be the official greeter of our guests.
Great.
And I believe
Right.
we do have a guest waiting in the green room.
Sure.
And I would like to greet officially our guest,
Well, it's Jim Gaffigan.
Hi, how are
Jim
you, Christy
Gaffigan.
Lee?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's so nice
It is
to
great
see
to be
you.
here.
Not set up or anything.
You know
Wow, are you
that-
on you got your own reality show?
I do. It's called Nobody Really Cares What Christy Lee Does Behind the Scenes, but we're going to show it to him anyway. Thank you, Jim. It's so good to see you.
Okay, let's move. Let's show people what you eat back here, Christy.
Oh, well, my favorite thing is right over here. This is called
Huh?
chocolate-covered raisins, or I call Nirvana.
Sure. Have a.
And you know what's great is the way that's set up is
Yeah.
like there's tons of hands going in there.
Yes.
And so hands are usually covered with feces. So.
He's absolutely right.
So now you're going to ruin my favorite
Enjoy.
snack in the green
The
room?
treat.
Well,
There used to be soup here in the morning. What happened to the soup? There used to be different things.
He
Or does it
retired.
come at like 9 or
He
something?
retired. So now we have to eat things that look like feces. So that's it.
Or is it
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Dear Alli, I just started working at a restaurant and the manager is super hot and was so nice to me. He asked me on a date and we've now gone on 3. And I just found out his last 3 girlfriends have also been waitresses.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, of course. Now I feel really stupid, but I do really like him. I think I might be different. What do you guys think?
Hey, don't laugh at this girl.
No. I know you're different.
I know why you're laughing because we've all.
I've been
and
there.
you've been there.
I've
Yes.
been there, yes.
Yeah.
I'm different. Yeah.
We all have. Yes, exactly.
This couldn't be more. What do they call that? Central casting.
Stereotypical?
Yeah, I mean, this is most restaurant managers pull this. Yeah, you're not different, and but
And as soon as the next hot waitress is
But there's no
hired-
reason for you to feel stupid. There really isn't.
Yeah. You can keep having fun, right?
Sure.
Right?
Like,
And the reason this happens is economic. And it's because if you've ever been in this business, you know that the managers all end up quitting and becoming waiters because they make more money. They watch every night. The waiters and waitresses walk home all the cash. In the meantime, they're bossing everybody around and not getting all the tips. You see, so this
They take their perks in other ways.
They take their perks in
other ways. like
other
she
ways.
said.
Thank you. It starts with an
Which is tax deductible, by the way.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Who knows? Maybe this is the one. But
I
hey,
didn't know there was a kitty tax.
I mean, I hate to agree with Alsman, but maybe hey, just have some fun.
Yeah, don't feel stupid.
Don't take it seriously, though. Enjoy it, but don't get involved.
I got a couple suggestions. Wear half the uniform some night when you get back to
I
his
bet
place.
someone's already tried that, though.
Oh, yeah?
If he's dated a bunch of waitresses, that's been done, I would imagine.
Maybe the uniform from their competition.
Oh.
I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
I'm a bad Applebee's girl.
I work at Chili.
It's going to come work for you.
make sure you request the best shifts, though. I mean, you might as well milk it.
That's another good point.
And that's
Yes.
how you know that how he's going to start to ghost you.
Right.
You know, what do you mean I'm working Thursday lunches? That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, we've nailed it. That's probably the best one I've ever
The
had.
sexual politics of restaurants is fascinating.
Yeah. And it's always that way.
Yes.
Lots of drama.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah. More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure
during the
would.
Bob and Tom show? Walk this way.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, no, this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number
and
one.
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number one or number two?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing. Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone?
Get your
Because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud.
In the day in the ABA, and of course that changed the game, the three-pointer, et cetera, et cetera. It's really interesting.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh, Jessica Alsman, Ace. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. Don't we have one more fabulous feature?
We do, and I'm
looking for it all week.
Award-winning feature?
We're going to vote on. We have two features.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to vote on the second one. The first one, by law, we have to do. Now, I'll make this as elegant as I can without embarrassing our guest, the great songwriter and singer Edwin McCain.
All right.
We were speaking with the former frontman of REO. Just was it last week?
Yeah.
Kevin Cronin, and he indicated that in the last few years he has been taking singing lessons. And it's really helped him with his performance. Now, we're not suggesting that you necessarily need singing lessons, but you're also a very funny person, so perhaps you maybe need some help in the realm of joke telling. Ergo, we present a little bit of a comedy lesson with our own Ace Cosby.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Ace.
You said you were dealing with skunk odor this morning.
I was.
You know how to stop a skunk from smelling?
I don't.
Hold its nose.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
He's stunned.
Oh, joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number Bed. Sleep better together. Save 40% on the new Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed for a limited time at Sleep Number stores.
And be sure and order for your late night snack Sleep Number bread, which is also delicious.
Coming up tomorrow, actually, we have a feature, things you should not eat before going to bed.
Oh,
No,
really?
no kidding.
Yeah, of all random things. Okay, now it's time to vote. Typically at this time we do Today in History.
All right.
A hack feature.
But nobody does it like us.
Admittedly, it's a hack feature. It's a crutch. Would you rather do that or hear Mr. Edwin McCain sing another song?
Oh, come on.
man, that's
what am I supposed to do?
I want to hear Edwin.
Edwin, you don't get to vote. Edwin is on tour. A couple stops coming up. Would include Skokie, Illinois, Skokie, Illinois, Thursday evening, Rockford, Illinois, Friday, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Saturday and Sunday, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he'll be driving between each one in his truck.
Do you have one ready? What about Gramercy Park Hotel? How about that one?
Yeah, I can do that one for you.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was.
I like all of them, but I like that.
it's just a beggar's life. So maybe it's all a dream. Or maybe it's just about kindness. I should forget all my silly schemes. Or maybe I'm just a fool, but my fool shoes fit so well. I snuggle up in my big fool blanket at the Gramercy Park Hotel. The Gramercy Park Hotel. And all the publicists sing la-di-da-di-da-da, 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 la-di-da-di-da-da. The Gramercy Park Hotel.
Beautiful, beautiful. Edwin McCain. Nice tribute to Babe Ruth.
Yes, sir.
That was I was staying in the hotel, and they didn't. That was before they renovated it. So the only thing they could brag about was like who got drunk in their bar. Babe Ruth used to get so drunk they'd have to drag him out to baseball games. I was like, yay, alcoholism!
All right. Well, and I guess we can do a very abbreviated version of Today in History because.
Well, you said abbreviated.
It fits.
Nailed it.
Okay. Born in this state in 1853, John Harvey Kellogg.
John Harvey Kellogg.
Inventor of cornflakes. And what is he most famous for, Josh?
The reason he invented the cornflakes?
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're looking for? He thought it was... Go ahead, Jess.
No, go.
Oh, he thought it was an anti-masturbatory food.
It was a vehicle to get saltpeter into people's...
Right, stop the boners.
Stop the boners.
Yeah, thank you.
Those still happen, but you can't touch it.
Yeah, he this is true. He actually was a huge advocate of anti-masturbation, and he invented, I don't know what cornflakes has to do with it.
He was the biggest defender.
Happy birthday, Fats Domino. Still with us, right?
Found my thrill.
Born in 1928. He's getting up there.
Whoa, he's about all the way around.
No kidding.
Holy heck.
Johnny Cash, born in this state in 1932. And in 1935, the New York Yankees released Babe Ruth.
Wow.
Into the wild. There he goes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Edwin, for stopping by. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.